Doing today, folks, and welcome to the nonsense of the Red Wolf EDC Live. If you are afraid of profanity, swear words, or other random ass things, this is not the place for you. Fuck, shit, damn, god damn it, bitch, cunt. Let's get out there right now. This is BakPak B.
What's up?
This is primarily a Q&A stream, so a bunch of shit's happened recently. Feel free to talk about it. First off, what are y'all carrying today?
Ooh, I'm carrying a knife that's been like dominating my pocket though. We Knives Esprit. Esprit? Is it called the Esprit? Esprit. It's designed by Ray Laconico. I love it.
No idea.
Yeah, dude, it's sick. Yeah, S Pirate, whatever it is. It's a dope knife. It's a front flipper, 20 CV, marble carbon fiber, but Ray Laconico, so stamped on the tang as usual. I'm a big fan of Ray, so I jumped on this immediately. But how about yourself?
So I'm wearing fucking some straight gym shorts for the live stream. But prior to that, I was wearing some pants. Nice. I was carrying this beautiful Bark River.
Ooh, that's sick. You like big knives, yeah?
Yeah, and then I got into fixed blades really heavily recently.
That's cool.
And then halfway through the day, I switched out and started carrying this thing.
Ooh, what's that?
Chris Reeve Nala with the Insigno blade. Nila. I don't fucking know.
I got my first Chris Reeve.
Weird South African name.
Yeah, dude. I got my first Chris Reeve this last week. I got a Sebenza Small 31. But I dig it. I didn't think I'd like it because I'm a fidget guy. Like I need to fidget with my knives, and I heard they're not like the most fidgety. But I'm surprised at how easy it is to flick. Everybody says you can't flick it, but you can.
Okay.
Yeah,
you can definitely flick it. It takes a little bit of getting used to. Also, I don't know if the live stream's fucking up already, but you were like a massive blur. I can hear you just fine, so that's cool. But as far as the actual video, like you are just an amorphous blob right now, and it's kind of terrifying me.
That stinks. I wonder if it's
as far as everybody right now in the comment section, is the video fine? Is the audio fine? Is it cracking up on your end too, or is that just here? The last one we had went smooth as butter, so I got kind of greedy about it. Maybe I fucked something up again.
It could be me. I'm running it like off of I could switch to a different camera if you need me to.
You fancy fucker. I have. It says he is blurry. Hey, ProX. What's up, brother?
Let me try to hop on my cell phone or something.
You think a cell phone could be? I mean, dude, if a cell phone is better than your high-end ass camera, we got bigger problems going on.
But it might be the internet. Maybe my internet's like being whack right now because I don't know.
Maybe. SobX says it's a red lighting thing. I mean, so at the very least, we can hear you though.
Okay.
Like, for the most part, that's kind of my issue. It's like the video is always kind of but like for me, the audio will just crack up ridiculous, and I'll watch it later on, and I'll be like, "This is really bad." Sorry, guys.
Yeah, dude. I mean, what about the iPad that I had in? Is that like clear, or is that the same thing going on? That like third.
Oh, the other one.
Yeah, because I can move that so it looks better.
So right now you're not blurry, but you were blurry a second ago. So it heard us talking about it and then got scared and ran away.
All right. Well, let's keep on going and hopefully it stays together. Sorry about that.
Okay, so real quick, go to the comments. Say hi to everybody. Oh, guys are here for a while. I wasn't paying attention. So what's up, Jacob, Jason, Macros, Maze Cat, ProX, Josh, SobX. I'm bad with names. Like, I'm sorry. Just butcher your guys' name.
What's everybody else carrying? Anybody throwing out some knives in the comment section? I can't see it. So
yeah, man. What the fuck are you guys carrying? Also, it says Kyle has glowing blue eyes too. I'm a fucking White Walker. Are you saying I'm a fucking White Walker, bro? I approve of this message. Like, run that.
Dope show. I love that show. I actually liked the last season. Everybody hated on it, dude.
Bro, so I watched almost all of Game of Thrones. I watched season 1, and I didn't watch anything for a long ass time. So out there being a knucklehead, did a couple prison terms and shit like that.
Right.
And so then when I finally came back, it was like season 7, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking wait. And then the final season came out. Everyone's like, I hate this show. Fuck this. So I watched all the way till the final season, and I just stopped. And then I waited years Like, I'm just not ever going to watch it. And one day I decided to give it a shot. Dude, I loved it. Like, it was dark. It was kind of fucked up. But so was the whole goddamn show. Like,
yeah, people like hated on the writing or something.
People fucking die all the time. It didn't have a happy ending. Like, really?
And for a TV show, exactly. And for a TV show, from like a production standpoint, it was a masterpiece, like a masterclass. It was like a movie every week, and and that's what like I paid attention to. I know the writing kind of like faltered a little bit, but man, it was like the amount of work that went into making that show was just inspiring. So that's why I liked it so much, for sure.
Jason says season 8 sucked. That's fine,
dude. I know. My whole family tells me the same thing,
but I respect it.
Yeah. Yeah, season 8 definitely could have ended better, and I wanted to find out more about the White Walkers too. They kind of just like came and went, right?
A little bit, man. Like, so I don't know if I'm remembering it wrong, but like, were the White Walkers in the previous seasons like prosthetic effects? Because in the last season they were like running around like killing motherfuckers, and I'm like, this is done really, really bad. I'm like, oh my god. I
think they were definitely prosthetics in the beginning.
Badass dragons and all this crazy ass shit, and the White Walkers look like fucking teddy bears. I'm like, you guys are adorable. I want to hug them. Like
that happened in Lord of the Rings, dude. Remember when Lord of the Rings was like all prosthetics, and then it changed to CG and it looked like clay animation? It was brutal.
Oh yeah, dude. Because the Hobbit or whatever.
Yeah. Because I used to love those works.
Peter Jackson is like the master of like practical effects. Yeah. Like, I'm huge into horror, right? And he did a movie called Dead Alive. That's like, he did with like a super low ass budget, and a whole bunch of like throwaway effects, and he made it into this like awesome thing. It's like one of my favorite movies ever. Like, it's super gory. If you're squeamish, watch it. It's called Dead Alive. In Australia, it's called Brain Dead, but in the US, it's Dead Alive.
That's cool.
It's meant to look like a 70s movie that came out in the 90s.
Dude, I love nostalgicness, so that's dope.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I quote that movie all the time. Oh, I know your mother ate my dog.
I mean, there's a good quote for it.
I kick ass for the Lord.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
If anybody's seen that movie, man, you guys get it. Like, that movie is hilarious.
And it's all done like practically in that movie.
There's some claymation for this like crazy monkey character.
Claymation is cool too, though.
And
that's
then
like, it's done right.
There's some claymation for the grandma at the very end. You have to like, that's kind of a spoiler thing though. I don't want to go chew into that. Yeah. But everything else is just practical effects, just gory, good old fashioned practical effects, and it's just fun as hell. I loved it. I've probably seen that movie 30 times.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but I will check it out now, dude.
I don't think it's on any streaming platforms. I have the actual like the old school DVD.
I don't even have a DVD player anymore, bro. I just noticed the other day I have DVDs and I can't even play them.
I'm a gamer, so I have it on my PS5 and my Xbox Series X. So
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I just bought this Chromebook thing. I noticed like it doesn't have a DVD player. Like, it doesn't have all these different things to it. I'm like, where do I put the games?
Yeah, I built my last computer, and I just didn't add a ROM into it. I probably should have, just in case. But like my MacBook Air doesn't have one either. So if you want one, you have to get like an external one. But what are you gonna do? Yeah,
I don't even have a USB. I think it is the fatter port thing, like the one that the phone charger plugs into like the brick.
Yeah,
I had to like buy like an external piece that like hangs off of this fucking MacBook.
Oh,
like
dude, yeah, the dongles. It's like the world of dongles.
This is just the basic shit.
All right, one of these guys. I have I've got like 30 of them just to like
Mine's
plug
way
different
bigger
things
than
in.
that, dude. It's huge. I don't want to pick it up.
Don't you size shame my
it's
USB
also
brick.
kind of janky too, so if I pick it up, I might just cut everything else out. Like,
oh man,
it's holding on by prayer and a little bit of duct tape.
Kind of like the quality of my camera. It's staying there, bro. It looks okay.
So which one is the ZT302? The numbers confuse me. Like, I like ZT, don't get me wrong, but like the numbers super confuse me. I never know which one's which.
I only really know like, what is it? I guess I don't know any. 06. What's like the Hinderer one? The 0562 Ti.
I think it's the 60s. 1 second, my phone.
Yeah. The do I have it right here? I do. This guy. It's the Yeah, it's the 0562. This is like one of my favorite. I got real into Hinderer this year, actually. I got my first Hinderer, and then I ended up getting this because of everybody said it's like the ZT version of Hinderer, which is true. Sick knife.
Yeah, right now I'm trying to find a Hinderer fixed blade, a ranch Bowie or whatever. Those are kind of hard to find.
Yeah.
I'll get one though.
I bet you will. I bet you will,
hard
sir.
To find, and bushcrafters were hard to find. I found like 3 of those motherfuckers hella fast.
Yeah, so you're really into fixed blades right now. I checked out a fixed blade recently that was cool. It was the Monterey Bay Knives Ray Laconico fixed blade. It's the Field Trekker, and it's actually really well made. I was like the sheath is sick. I don't know if you're into the sheath too, probably, but the sheath was like stole the show. Actually, it was dope.
Man, for a fixed blade, like it needs to have both a good sheath and a good knife itself. And if one thing fails, like it all kind of just falls apart.
Yeah, I always end up loving the sheath like so much for some reason.
Where'd it go? Like I got this Bark River Donnybrook recently. That like it has this like capture ring on it. It's kind of like a fighting knife, right?
Yeah.
But the way you put it on your pants or whatever is like this. So then you pull it out like this, which is the wrong way to hold the fucking knife.
Right.
So like the sheath is just dumb, and even though I love the knife, like I'm not sure I'm gonna keep this anymore because, like, why is it backwards? Like, how does that make any goddamn sense?
Yeah, I just like when the sheaths have multiple options of carry. Like, what is it when you call it a carry? Like scout carry is probably my favorite way to carry a fixed blade. So I could just throw it on the back of the belt and reach behind my back and get it. You know.
Fair enough. That's some ninja shit though. You're just
ninja and technology. That's what I want to do. Mix knives with tech, dude.
Too dark, literally. Does that mean like my video's too dark or something else? Because I did have it on.
I know what he's talking about. You're talking about like the last episode of Game of Thrones, the second to last, the one where there was this huge war scene, but you could hardly see anything. That's definitely what he's talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
It's true because like, and then. Yeah, it was like one of the biggest war scenes where the White Walkers are like taking over the castle, but you can't see any of it. It's crazy. And like I had to turn I remembered that because I had to turn the brightness on my TV all the way up to catch the action. And then everybody else was like complaining about it. It was so funny.
That would irritate the crap out of me.
Oh, dude, yeah, it was wild.
I don't remember it being that dark, and I have a OLED TV, which is like
that's why you don't remember it being dark, because it probably did a good job with like apparently the cinematographer like stood by his work, and he was like, I did it on like I color graded it on like a professional monitor that it was not too dark, so certain screens would play it nice and other screens would play it bad, so it was like this whole thing where people were arguing about it, and I was watching it on like a crappy like LG TV, like nothing special, just like a run-of-the-mill one, and it didn't look good. But then I watched it on my iPad later, which has like a dope screen, and it looks so much better.
Yeah, the one I watched it on was an OLED, LG OLED C8, I think it was. So like dope. Those TVs are known for being like dark.
Yeah,
like they have fantastic contrast, but things are just very much dark
and like pitch blacks probably too. Like where the blacks are really like dark. Yeah, that's cool.
So what is everyone doing today, man? It's supposed to be a Q&A, and y'all are doing crickets. There's 19 people in here, not one question. What are y'all doing?
Just hanging out, man.
Everyone's like, you said you're going to leave. Fuck you. We're just going to sit here and talk to each other.
Well, I hope you don't leave, bro, because I just love your stuff and your content's awesome, and you're just great to have in the community, and I hope you stay around. But I respect your decision. Man,
like I was telling you, like, there's one guy in here that I feel guilt tripped by like a motherfucker. I'm not gonna
Dude, that's a guilt trip.
If he wants to go ahead and like talk about it, that's up to him. I'm not going to mention it.
I feel you.
And there's 2 other ones that sent me like freaking like a 4-paragraph long email telling them about the way I impacted their life. And I'm
which is just a testament to what you've been doing, bro. That's a testament to like you're making a positive impact. So it's cool. It's cool that people really feel that way.
Sharpening knife.
Jason,
right,
what's up, Jason? How you doing, bro?
What knife are you sharpening, sir? Grumpy Grunt. Hey, kids. What's up?
Grumpy Grunt. What's up, dude?
I'm curious if you're actually an old man. Like,
congrats on 100 subs. I saw that he just passed 100 subs, I think.
Okay, awesome. Hey, speaking of which, how many subs are you at right now?
A little bit over 1,100, bro. So thank you so much. That like,
Okay.
I think I was at like 880 maybe before you said something about like my channel, and this is not the first time that you've done this where you mentioned my channel and like it just blew up, like the most subscribers I've seen in a day or two. So thank you so much. Like,
for sure,
it's super dope of you.
So do you think you've hit 300 yet? Because I'm going to be honest, like I forgot where you were at, and then
I can check. I threw my phone somewhere.
Because at 300, I got to give away this. If I can find it, the goddamn PM3 with the acid bath scales, man. Like
it's definitely under 1,300. It's at last time I checked, it was 1,130, and okay. I checked it before, which is like I think that's over 200 subscribers more, which is crazy.
Okay.
But like one of my major goals was to get to 1,000, but it was brick by brick, very slow because I don't put out like a ton of videos, you know.
Yeah, I was shocked. I looked at your channel, right, and said you had like 48 videos out.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, no wonder like his growth is so slow. That's like nothing,
dude. I put out like a video every 3 to 4 weeks right now, but it's just like I guess I decided to do this style, and I'm gonna stick to it because I have fun doing it, and it just takes a long time, you know.
Oh no, your videos are great, dude.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Like me, I'm lazy too, because for a while there, I'm gonna do a video every 4 days, and then on the fourth day, I want to do this.
Right. That's real. That really even like
it ends up being like the 6th day. And the funny part is I have hella shit recorded, right?
Right.
I am so bad at editing. Just the little basic stuff takes hours.
It does. That's
I'm like, oh my God.
And then sometimes I'll get like halfway through a video and I just like fall out of love with what I'm doing. And it's like, it's a hobby. So like, if I'm not loving it, I don't want to like not put all my effort into it. So I'll switch it up. And so I have a couple of videos that like, I've actually probably have like 6 videos that I've made it like to 75% of the way through. And they're just on hold until I get like the want to finish them, which will be soon. But you know, like that tends to happen when you spend a lot of time on a video edit.
Damn.
You know? Yeah. But it's definitely like a labor of love, bro. You know, I love messing with it.
For me, I'm like, nah, this might fall apart at the end. We're getting this bitch out here.
Right. Yeah.
I done spent hours of my life. I'm like damaging my relationship. Fuck, everyone's hating me right now. Like, you gotta do it.
Yeah. It's true.
Hey, you want to hang out?
Exactly.
Over your tap with this iPad.
It's true. I need to like make sure I get those out because I definitely have some videos that I put a lot of work into that I need to just finish. You know? But I also just had a kid this year. So, well, I didn't have a kid. My wife had a kid. And
well, I have to say, it's about to get weird.
Yeah, bro. You know, I didn't tell you. Yeah, no.
Transgender bender.
That's been time consuming too, in a good way. You know, in a really good way. Babies are awesome. Like, at least my baby is awesome. I've been having like the time of my life just chilling with this little guy.
Dude, my daughter's evil.
I have a daughter. That's cool.
I love my kid, dude.
How old's your daughter?
Right now she's 6.
That's a cool age, right?
But like that little girl is evil. So me and your mom, right? We're not together because like we kind of were friends benefits, and then it became more than that. And then I went to prison, and she found somebody else, which I get. Right. Like I don't give a fuck. I understand.
Yeah.
1 second. What's up, Timothy?
Yo.
Wow, his voice just hella cracked. I went straight back to puberty. Oh my God.
Got excited.
But no, so not with the current girl I have right now. I was dating a girl named Cameron, right? And I later to go back and forth with who's my daughter's name, from like, I love you, you're so cool, Cameron, to like literally trying to kill her. She would drag suitcases and random things to the top of the stairs, and then she'd get off at work and she'd go, "Watch out!"
Oh no, dude. Wait, whose name is Cameron?
What?
Whose name is Cameron?
One of my exes.
Word. That's my son's name. It's like
oh shit.
Cam's a cool name. Me and her were
together for like 4 or 5 years, something like that. One of those things where we decided we're better as friends, which to be fair, is
dude,
always kind of been the case. We always got along pretty well, but like as far as like the whole like relationship thing,
right?
Yeah. fucking's fun, but afterwards you're like, get away from me. Let's go to a show. I'm like, cuddle, get the hell out of here.
You're too much. Oh, that's funny.
But not so yeah, my daughter would literally would try to kill my girlfriend.
I mean, that's crazy.
But
it's kind of cute and funny at the same time too.
It is, but it was funny because it happened so often, right? Like Cameron just developed a complex,
right?
And she was afraid of my daughter, oh god, Macaulay Culkin in the Good Child,
yeah,
that old ass movie.
Macaulay Culkin. Oh, what about he's also like Macaulay Culkin in what is that? In Home Alone. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Throwing suitcases down the stairs and stuff, setting traps.
But that was for a good cause. That was to attack the burglars.
Right. Not next girlfriend.
Yeah, fucking that lady's like, not the mommy, die! God damn.
Oh man, that's crazy.
I don't know why it took me so long to buy a PM2, but God, I love it. It's so addicting. It's an adult fidget spinner. I can't stop flicking it.
I agree.
I got this one pretty recently, and I just bought one that has a black Tonto blade that I'm going to swap out.
What type of scales are those?
I don't know. I bought them from the swap.
Yeah, very cool.
And it has the name on there. I just never bothered to look it up. I'm just fucking lazy. And if I can find it, I got my PM3 right here.
Yeah, I just bought a PM3 lightweight, the M4 one with the mint scales. I don't know why. It was one of those impulse decisions, but
I can't do the lightweight. For the same reason why the bug out drives me crazy stock. It has no liners, super flimsy feeling.
It does feel very flimsy, and I can't get it centered. I can't, no matter what I do. And there's always blade play, which is disappointing. I'm a little disappointed with that. But then I have a titanium Para 3 that's just solid as a rock. So it's all good.
Fair enough. So, what is a knife you've gotten recently that you expected you would hate and you ended up loving?
Oh, dude. BRS Evo sent me a knife recently. That's called, I think it's the Apache. This is what it's called. I got it today, actually. And it's actually sick. It is so drop shutty. It's M390 with titanium liners. It's actually like a hard use knife almost in a way for a folder. It's super heavy, but I did not think I'd really love it, and I'm in love with it right now. Okay. That's one example. And then what was another one? The Ohoni knives. I forgot what this one's called. It's made by Riat.
Okay.
It's the Goat 2. It's the Goat V2, and I've been addicted to his knives ever since. They all kind of share this design style in a way. So then I went kind of on a bender and got a couple more, like the Butron 2. This one's made by Wii, not Riat, but I kind of fell for his knives after that. So now I'm addicted to Riat. Name. I think it's Ohoni. I don't know what it is. I always have issues pronouncing. Some knife names are so hard to pronounce. Another one I got was the Dam Designs Cerberus. It's one of the budget Dam Designs, and it's sick. It's at least the one I got. I think it was through one of the pass around groups, and it was OEM'd by QSP, but I don't think the production is actually going to go through QSP, but the one made by QSP is really dope. I fell in love with it. And I actually reviewed it after saying I wasn't going to review any more G10 D2 folders just because I'm sick of them. But it's a G10 D2 folder.
Fair enough.
How about you? Anything you've fallen in love with randomly? Well, I know you go on those late night benders of buying knives, so
I still do that. I just stopped recording it.
Why, man? That's so funny.
Man, because I'm always I feel like drunk me is trying to one up myself. Right. So the last time it was $7,000, bro.
Dude, what are you doing?
I make a decent amount of money. I cannot afford a $7,000 buying spree.
Right, just
I'm
randomly.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah. Anyways, on that buying spree, right? I got this. And so my history with ProTech is not particularly good, right? So I love autos. I always have. Mm-hmm. And I got a ProTech Boker Burnley Quaken auto, longest name ever.
Yeah.
And I got it. I was super excited about it, and I flicked it open or whatever, or tried doing the button thing, and it just felt janky as hell. And I wrote off ProTech as a brand, period. I was like, oh, they're so snappy. They're so great. I'm like, shut the fuck up with your hype bullshit.
I didn't know that was done by Pro. Is there more than one version? Like there's one that's just Boker, and that's an auto, and then there's one that's ProTech and Boker? Or is it all ProTech Boker?
So I think the autos, at least at the time anyways, were all like Boker, ProTech autos. Cool. But anyways, the one I had sucked. Like it was like really, really bad. I ended up taking like $100 loss on it, and it was like a $200 knife, so I ended up losing half the money on it.
Nobody likes that. Yeah.
So I kind of wrote off the whole brand, right? And then I saw the box for this, and I was like, oh hell! But see this thing isn't squishy, and it like it's funny. I handed it over to my girlfriend, right? And she like flicked it out. She's like, ah!
Dude, that is sick. What knife is that?
It is the TR4, but it has a actual sterling silver skull. It's called a shot skull.
That's crazy.
And like the way it's inlaid or whatever, kind of how you don't really feel it at all when you hold it. So there's no hot spots. There's no weirdness. It just feels like really good in hand.
All right.
I thought I'd hate this knife, dude. I'm obsessed with this knife. And then I bought another ProTech.
Oh, that's how it starts, dude. I like that ProTech. What's that one? That's the hidden one. Like, does that have the hidden
magic whiskers?
Right. Yeah, very cool knife. I only have one ProTech. I
bought like 4 other ones as well, but I already sold those. So I wasn't like a huge fan.
Yeah,
but like, I went kind of nuts for a little bit there. I have a where's it at? This gigantic freaking large Dawn, which is just nuts. It's like a 5-inch blade.
Who makes it? ProTech?
Yeah, it's ProTech.
And it's a auto. Oh, that's
like, look at this thing.
Jeez, dude. That looks like that Cold Steel, like whatever that one's called.
Here's an open PM3.
The handle is just the same length. That's crazy, dude. What are those called? It's like a stiletto, right? Like,
yeah.
Woof. Dude, your ProTechs they're slapping tonight. I have one ProTech. I've been meaning to get more, but I got that Arcform collaboration. Is it the Arcform? Yeah, no, it's the Slimfoot auto. You know the Slimfoot?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's Arcform.
Yeah, it was cool. But I never got autos, and I go back and forth in them. But right now, I can't stop buying Riot made knives. It's just too much fun.
I don't think Riot's made an auto yet.
They should.
And the next question is why the hell hasn't Riot made an auto yet? I want to see what they can do.
Yeah, for sure.
They were talking about making a OTF for a little bit there, and that kind of fell off. I was pretty excited about that.
Yeah, that would be sick. Or do they make any button locks? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. But then another one is the Hinder Fire Attack.
Ah, snap. Yeah, that's a sick knife.
This thing is freaking crazy, dude. Like, I normally cannot stand knives that like have like the presentation scale and the titanium scale.
Right.
This thing is so good. Like, I don't even care. Like, I'm just like, okay, you know what? I accept you as you are, sir.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of Hinder, since I got onto a Hinder, I got my first XM18. It's plain Jane, but I plan on doing some stuff to it. I want to get a titanium scale for it to go full tie, but I can't get myself to pay $200 for a scale. Yeah.
Hit up a buddy of mine. He goes by Knife Pimper on Instagram. I'll send you his link.
Yeah, please do.
He'll make you a tie scale for less than $200 for sure.
Yeah, and then I went and got the Warney one, the half track, which is
that thing cool. Just reminds me of Tron. Whenever I see like the Hinder's version of Warren Cliff, I'm like, this thing belongs in like a Tron movie.
Yeah, it's definitely actually my favorite Hinder because I kind of like futurism sometimes. Sweet.
Yeah, I traded the I bought a blacked out XM18 3.5 inch or whatever.
Great.
It was either Spear Point or a Spanto, I forgot.
Right.
And I traded that for that Chris Reeve.
Yeah.
Pull that out again. Love
that
this
thing
freaking thing.
That
dude.
thing is sick. That blade finish.
I don't know why the lanyard is so long. Like, what the hell are you going to do with this gigantic overcompensation lanyard? But like,
that's the lanyard that came with it, right? They like to include lanyards on their knives, huh?
It's fucking ridiculous. Look how long this shit is.
That is what, are you supposed to wear it on your neck or something?
It's like twice the length of the knife.
Yeah, I like that blade finish. What is it, like a dark?
It's a gun coat. Is what they call it.
It's cool. I dig it. And oh yeah, the shape of that is so nice.
Yeah, dude, the micarta is like super nice.
Yeah, very cool. That looks like it's really comfortable in hand.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. Like, I thought this would be kind of a small knife. No, this is kind of a beast.
Yeah, it's sweet. So this is the 31. I got another plain Jane. I've been going through and trying to get some of the because I kind of like when I jumped into knives, I kind of skipped like the American classics. And now I'm kind of circling back and trying to get some of them, you know, like to me at least, the Sebenza was always on that list.
Yeah, and then on some like real mall ninja shit, because this is, I have no excuse for keeping this around.
What are you, dude? That is made for nothing but to stab somebody with, sir.
It doesn't even have an edge, bro. It's like just has this like super acute point to it.
Oh man.
It's called funny. A cardiac spike, like
a cardiac spike, sir. That name. Yeah,
I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's like a diagram of where the heart is in the human body, so you know where to stab somebody on the clip itself.
Literally murder directions. I picked up a hilarious
like, that
knife.
is ridiculous.
Check out this bad boy. This is a joke, guys, just so you know. But look at this thing. I had to do it. I saw it's going to be my unboxing knife. I'm going to call it the Hellraiser. But it's got a bike chain built into the back. Come on. Look at that.
That's hella funny. I also got a top street scalpel.
Dude, tops, huh? I need to check out they have some cool stuff, especially the street scalpel. I've seen that before. Do they make more than one like named something scalpel?
Yeah, and this is the top street scalpel 1.
Yeah.
Just like the older version of it.
Yeah, I mean it looks like
dude, like
yeah. I like the coating of their blades. They seem to do like a dope, really like heavy duty coating to their blades. I've never had one actually. Have I had a tops? No, yeah. I've always wanted to get one of those, like, I guess that's Ontario Knife Company. Never mind.
Dude, Ontario makes some, like, giant-ass fixed blades.
Dude, huge. Well, I think it's actually Tops that makes that El Machete one. It's it's huge.
No, a subscriber sent me a random-ass gift, right? And it was one of, like, the Ontario knives.
Right.
And it's, like, the blade's like that long, but the stock is like this freaking thick. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right. Oh, dude,
I'm like picking it up, messing around with it. Like, this is just hurting my arms doing this. Like,
chop down some trees with it.
Like, fuck ever using this thing, bro.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Somebody be like, hey, bro, well, why is your one arm just yoked as hell? You're masturbating furiously.
Been swinging these knives in the woods, man.
Prison shank. That's exactly what this thing is.
The scalp.
I actually recorded the video about this, kind of talking about that I'm probably not going to put out anymore, but like that's basically what I called it, man.
Who makes that one that was the spike, the one that has the heart position? Yeah, who makes that?
Yeah, because like it really kind of is, man. Because in prison, to give something an edge is really freaking hard because you're literally sharpening it on like your floor. You know, not like you have like whetstones in prison. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah,
but you definitely will like try to get a point. So something like this would be feasible. And as soon as I got it in hand, I was like, "This is just an elevated prison shank." Like,
you mean there's no KMEs in prison, bro?
What's up?
There's no KMEs in prison, dude. That'd be crazy.
Honestly, dude, I wouldn't be surprised. Like,
I've seen some crazy
cell phones in there.
All right.
Some person smuggled in a gun. That was interesting.
That is scary. You know,
a little bit.
I bet it happens though.
I was on a 4-yard too, dude. Like,
yeah,
that's like a maximum security prison.
All right.
And it was funny too, right? Because they were doing like random ass cell sweeps. So it's a complete like accident. Nobody knew this guy had this shit. And they opened up his cell and he had like 8 shanks and like a fucking pistol with like 100 rounds of ammunition. in
a
prison.
cell, dude. That's nuts.
How the fuck do you get that? Like, getting
That's
a cell
crazy.
phone is one thing, right? I understand that, but you're not shoving a gun up your ass. And if you are, you're a fucking monster. Like,
right? That's extreme, sir. Oh man, that's wild.
I mean, maybe you have to be like
prison wall.
Put it in and just like angle it. Like,
oh, dude. I'm not even weirded out. I'm just impressed. Oh, that's too funny.
Dude, the stuff people do in prison is nuts.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
and super creative though. Also, like the way that people can cook and stuff. I've watched like some of those shows that really creative. You know,
busting spreads.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. First time I was inside, someone was like, "Hey man, you want to bust your spread?" I'm like, "No, I don't." No, bro, it's not that. It's not that. I'm not sure anymore. No, some of the stuff they can make is really kind of crazy.
Yeah,
I forgot who I was talking to. I think it was on a live stream too. I was talking about a buddy of mine named Jimmy Allen that literally made like a shank out of like 5 bags of chips.
How is that even possible? What was it, like some type of metal alloy in the chip bag?
It's just plastic, right? And you heat it up, spread it thin, and then roll it. Heat it up, spread it thin, and then roll it, and keep on incorporating different bags of chips.
Prison Damascus is what it's called.
Kind of like the Boker mermaid knife, like the super colorful ass blade.
Yeah, of course.
That's exactly what it looked like.
Oh,
I was like, "What the fuck are you doing, Jimmy?" But it worked. Like, you're not going to go into
that. Might be the most creative thing I've ever heard.
It didn't break immediately.
Yeah. Wow, how did that even get sharp? Maybe just pointy.
Yeah, again, like getting an edge. You're not going to manufacture a machete in prison, like
right.
But if you do, you got a lot of time on your hands. Or
you're severely skilled.
Do you imagine that? Like, if Apostle P goes to prison, like everyone's getting fucked up. He's like,
right. I'm not messing with that guy.
Newspaper shanks exist. Yes, they do.
What is? I don't even know what that is.
It's basically paper mache. And they keep on reinforcing it over and over and over again. The same thing where you use a piece of paper, you wet it up, you roll it really freaking tight, and then you keep on reinforcing it.
That's insane.
It doesn't last long. This isn't like you're going to like have like the lifetime newspaper shank, but like it'll go in once or twice.
Yeah. Wow. It's impressive.
Brand's over here like, man, why the fuck did I do this live stream? I'm going to get right now.
I'm telling you,
channel just got monetized. Now it's going to get shut down by the FBI. Like, this fucking ginger.
I don't know if I'm going to monetize my channel for a while. I don't want to put commercials on people.
So my counter to that is that I had the same belief system.
Yeah.
And then YouTube added videos or added commercials
right?
to my content anyways. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck you guys. Like,
yeah.
It's such a scummy ass platform. Like, it really, really is.
Yeah. You know, I was watching Super Steel Steve left the platform. You know, did you see that? He is now made, I think he removed all his videos and he's on Rumble, it's called. No, so his last video, I know I've been watching his videos. On his last video, he said, "I'm moving to Rumble from here on out." Maybe it's just a from here on out thing, but it's like a platform with less control over like, you know, what people say. Freedom of speech is like valued more there. I think is what he's saying. I think it's an extreme. That's a pretty extreme move because like everybody is going to stay on YouTube, dude. Like I understand. I
had no idea. I just watched his latest slicey dicey rant.
Yeah,
it's actually kind of why I posted up my thing about the community. Like, you know, I'm just going to take off. Like, this is getting just fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's been hectic. Let's say that.
Well, here's the thing. Like a dude with 4,000 subscribers gets 8,000 views because he wants to like hate on somebody.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, it's one of those things to where like hate and division is like fueling people's channels. And that's what people want to watch. I'm like, I don't want to be a part of that. Like, that's so ugly to me. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm actually on Odyssey too. But Odyssey, like, basically lets you import all your things from YouTube onto Odyssey, so you don't have to actually leave. Yeah. So whenever I upload a video on YouTube, it goes to Odyssey as well. But, like.
That's cool. I've never even heard of Odyssey, actually. I haven't even heard of Rumble before yesterday.
Dude, Odyssey is weird because you get like credits when people view your videos, right?
Okay.
But then you have to spend said credits to get views. So like, I don't know how the fuck that works.
That
I really
sounds
don't.
very
I'm
confusing.
Like, this is super confusing. There's probably something pretty basic there. I'm just missing. I'm just an idiot.
And
when
like
I was like reading the terms of service and everything else, I was like, I don't know what this is. So I'm just gonna put it up there and we'll see, I guess. Like,
yeah, exactly. But I mean, I'm just happy there seems to be some alternatives, but because of like, I'm seeing all this demonetization of the bigger channels for simple talk about tools, you know, and that's kind of strange.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, like right now, I'm going to say COVID-19 pandemic, and I guarantee you this video is no longer monetized.
Right. Really?
So like, I mean, that's definitely a thing. Like, if you say these words, like your shit cannot be monetized. It's
Why
deemed
can't
as
it be monetized and talk about
so like,
that's crazy. You can't mention that without. See, I just edited myself. I don't like that. Like, you can't mention COVID, and that's something that people should be talking about.
This is on my channel, so like you're good. Like,
okay, good. COVID.
I don't give a fuck anyways. Like more than half my videos, like there it says unable to monetize. So I said some crazy shit on there.
Yeah, I have not.
Like I'm talking about making like blue buffalo but potato chip shanks. And like, bro, you can't have that.
Chip shanks and newspaper shanks. I haven't. Obviously, I've been under 1,000, so monetization things haven't been like something I've been a part of yet. But I've heard stories about demonetization for the craziest stuff. Like the craziest stuff. You would never think it would be demonetized.
YouTube's a weird platform, man, because you got to think about it. Like they're not looking for little ass channels like us because we're so fucking small in the bigger scheme of things.
Right. There's people getting billions of views. Of course.
This is all just the algorithm that happens to randomly target us because even Metal Complex at 50,000 subs, like isn't anything. Like compared to some of the people out there, like that is literally nothing. Yeah, there's people with like 60 million subs. Like
I know, that's wild. Well, there's PewDiePie has like 110 million subs.
Jesus,
he's the number one subscribed human on the planet. No, there's somebody that has more subscribers, but it's like a company. Jason.
For sure, man. Thank you, sir. From now on, whenever somebody says, wow, I can't talk. I was just telling you about that shit.
You were.
Whenever someone gives me a super chat, I'm going to say COVID-19, poof, pandemic, like.
Say very.
See how fast I can get totally blacklisted from the platform. Like who the fuck's Red Wolf? Like it doesn't exist anymore.
How you been liking the name change? Because before you were a different name, right?
Yeah, it was my actual name.
Right. Yeah. How's that? Do you see any like difference or not? Not really.
So it wasn't really about the difference. Like,
it was just like a branding thing.
So, I recorded a video about this, and basically, I've been in the knives for a long ass time, right? I never really watched YouTube. Like, I've always been an old fuck in like technology, watching videos. I don't know what that is. Fuck that. Yeah. Like, I didn't have a cell phone for like more than half my life. Like,
yeah.
And then when I did, I had a freaking Nokia flip phone forever. Like,
hey, Nokia is awesome, dude. I wish that Nokia was still doing their thing. I used to have one of those like Nokia bricks. You know what I'm talking about? It wasn't even a folder. Old school.
But no, so I watched, I think it was Nick Shabazz, who basically just rambles about nonsense, and he kind of has a point, but he kind of has no point at the same time.
Nick is like my favorite reviewer.
Fucking easy. What's up?
Nick is like my favorite reviewer just because
I love Nick Shabazz,
sense of humor.
As a person, like we talk sometimes, like he's a super, super good dude.
Yeah.
I love Nick. But I'm just telling you, like before knowing him, this is my thought process. Like I can fucking do this shit.
Right.
So then I created a channel with my actual name, and I just like fucking just tried to do it.
Right.
And like, I mean, I got a little traction. I got like 14 subs in the first 2 days, and then like cut off for a while, and then went up and down. And then like the more I kind of got used to the community, the more like even though nobody knew why I started it, I knew why I started it. I'm like, no, this fucking bothers me. So somebody made a joke and called me Red Wolf, and I was like, you know what, man, Red Wolf EDC, fuck it. Like,
yeah, I think it's a badass name, dude. It's cool.
Yeah, so, and then your logo. Everybody who compliments, who always talks about how cool my logo is, This man right here made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm
we made it
through
happen
like
together.
20 different revisions.
Bro, you know how used to, I'm like used to that. That doesn't faze me at all. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not paying you. Like,
yeah, well, I don't
like,
accept money for work outside of. I don't know if I explained it to you. I don't accept money for work outside of my job. I just do what I like to do.
Okay.
It's like a personal philosophy thing that I changed because it's a story. I'll tell it actually. So I used to like
go for it.
I used to do a ton of freelance work because like a lot of people want what I do. Like a lot of people want animations and stuff, and I would do so much like work outside of my main job to the point where it became all about money, and I like grew so. I made a video on it. It was like actually my first video, but I became so miserable because I had no time to like give my like loving wife, and I had no time to focus on things I wanted to do, like play with knives. I just want to play with knives all day, dude. That's all I want to do. And I just finally made the choice. You know what? I'm done doing things for money outside of my job. Like I make enough money at my job to like have a good life, and why just chase money? So from there on out, I'm like, I'm only going to say yes to things that I want to do, and like for fun, So, I mean, if there's like a job here and there that makes sense to me, I'll do it. But for the most part, I say no, because I was taking on like full scale projects on top of my main job, like a second job basically. And I've been so happy, and that's I started my channel because of that. Like when I made that decision, I started making stuff for myself, and it's been like the best choice ever.
Okay.
I feel like fulfilled. Although I love my day job, but I still feel I get fulfillment out of making like knife content, which a lot of people don't understand, but people that watch this stuff, they understand because everybody else is crazy about that.
No, I love recording it. I just hate editing it. Oh my God, I hate editing.
Yeah. Well,
and I can just imagine, like, because I edit like shit. You're a professional, so like, I can just imagine, like, if it takes 3 hours for me to edit a basic ass video, is it like 3 weeks for you? Like,
yeah, basically, it takes me like
Jesus,
because I have to, like just the animation sometimes take forever, and then, but it's all kind of like I chip away at it daily, and I also have to do it like on the fly because, like I said, like I have to pay attention to my kid and all this other stuff. So the only way I could do it now is editing on my cell phone. But I mean, I'll do animations on my computer, but then I send it to my cell phone, and like my timeline is on my cell phone. So LumaFusion, I'm telling you, it's the best.
It confuses me, dude.
It's like, so cool it confused me too. I'm telling you, if you put the time in, it'll be so worth it. Just like you can actually animate in LumaFusion, which is like that's a pretty detailed thing to get into, but you can keyframe, which means you can like set a position and change it, or set like a value and change it, and that allows you to move things around. Like if I want a knife to like come into frame and then move up and down, like you could do all these things, which is it just gets me going.
Yeah, see, this look right here is the look where things are just going way over my head, and I'm like, I'm gonna sit here and smile and look polite.
Just going crazy in this cubby over here, with a pile of knives and crazy software,
So let's go to the comments. What are y'all talking about? No saying knife. It's a stabby stick / slicey stick. Stay monetized. LOL.
Good call, knife, dude.
Yeah. Knife, tool, murder weapon. I don't know.
Murder weapon.
I just stumbled past Little Fit Devil. She's a boatload of subs. I can see why. LOL.
Dude,
see, that's one of those things though, where it's more about like the whole sex sells shit.
Right.
I mean, personally, like I kind of disagree with that. People can do what makes them happy. People can follow who they want to follow. I respect that. Personally, I don't follow that or support it. If you guys do, more power to you. If I want to watch porn, I'll watch porn. I don't want to watch the middle ground.
Yeah, I mean, she also offers a lot, like on her channel though. She's like was in the military. She's a doctor. Have you looked at her channel before? It's crazy.
Nope. Like So she followed me on Instagram. She had a bunch of pictures of her ass, and I was like, nope, check that out. That's all I know. That's literally all I know. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, she focuses on fitness because I mean, it's in the name. She's Little Fit Devil. But yeah, it's crazy how many things she's done. Like the doctor, she's into gaming too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Either way, like that's all I know her for. I'm not gonna lie, be like, I invested heavily and no. I'm like, Instagram ass cheeks. These things are everywhere. I'm over it. Like,
right. I get it.
Thanks for the follow.
Yeah.
Then I got one from was TPK, which is like a girl that shoves brass knives in her tits and then sells them for twice value. I'm like, okay, I'm good off of that as well. But
yeah,
y'all have fun. I respect it.
I thought you were talking about who's that guy? Nut and Fancy or so. I don't know why I thought that's what you were talking about. Do you know who that Nut and Fancy guy is? That
guy has enough of a following that if he did that, they'd probably still sell.
Definitely. He's done a run of lion steel knives before, actually. Yeah, interesting enough. I got my first. Have you ever gotten a lion steel knife?
Yeah, I got a fixed blade from them a while back before I liked fixed blade, so I sold it ASAP.
Yeah.
And then I forgot what it was called. It was like an integral kind of like dress knife. Then there was one that was, God, I forgot what it was called. It like had like a pocket clip. You basically like pressed a button and it popped out.
I think it's called the Rock, or the ROK, or the. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That knife is sick. What's up,
Did
Steel?
the javelin throwing contest happen yet? I'm pretty sure I didn't sign up for that, but let me get a few more shots in and maybe it'll happen. Hey, Dark. What's up, Knifebox channel?
What's up, Knifebox? How's it going?
That he does, sir. That he does.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
I ran into her at Blade Show with Kyle DTOM, and I was just standing there awkward because I didn't know who she was at the time. So, Justin is a 14-year-old boy who runs a pass-around group. He's a little young gangster, right?
Definitely a gangster.
That being said, at 14, you see that. You ain't got to lie, Justin. You're like, I was there before, too, man. Puberty's a motherfucker. Like,
I didn't know Justin was 14, man. You were doing lots of stuff at 14. That's crazy.
Yeah, he does. He carries it very well. I respect it.
Yeah, dude.
At 14, I was a fuck up.
I was about to say, dude.
Anything.
Yeah, at 14, there's nothing on my mind like doing something like that. Wow. That's impressive.
Grumpy Grunt says ROK.
Yeah, that's that knife. Yeah, for sure.
LOL, thanks.
Anytime, buddy.
That's the TNP BakPak B. TNP what?
TNP.
I missed something.
Yeah, me too.
No more comments. All right. So, what got you into the knife community? Like, what was your kind of like? How long have you been a part of it? What was your defining moment where, like, you know what? Like, I want to carry knives. People look at you like you're a serial killer, but you don't fuck it. Let's run.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Great question. Because I think I always have, if you ask my mom, I'm not sure if my mom might comment. Sue Philhauer, that's her, but she'll tell you that when I was like a little kid, I had a knife collection. I swear, I used to go to this camp in the Adirondacks, and I would collect. I had like 13 knives when I was like under 10. And for some reason, I always had a thing for lighters and knives, always. But then, like, when I grew up and like went to college and stuff, it became less important. But then I circled back to it when I started like working a day job. I'm sitting at a desk, and I don't know, I just started watching YouTube a lot, and I started watching Shabazz, and then I got my first good knife, or knife that I bought after like starting to watch knife content, was the Spyderco Tenacious. And then I also got a ZT 0350, and after that it was like to the races. I bought every knife I could see. What's up, Ma? That's my ma. How's it going? She knows what I'm talking about. Always had a knife addiction. It's better than some other addictions, but
very true.
Yeah.
So is that actually your mom?
Yeah, dude. It's my mom.
I'm sorry in advance.
Nah, she's cool, man. She's super cool. Don't worry about it. And yeah, and with but what's funny is I always was like kind of this black sheep in a way, because I didn't know that there was other people out there that love knives the way I did. I just thought that like this was just like this weird obsession I had, and I started collecting more and more without knowing about the community. And then I forget who, I just fell into watching a ton of reviewers, and I realized that there was tons of people out there that love knives, and way more than I thought. Like there's people out there that might spend $1,000 on a knife. There's people that are out there that spend a couple $1,000s on a knife. And I just was like open to this huge world, like Blade Show, all these other things, all kind of like piled on. And I just like really, I've never fallen out of love with it. I love it, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know if there's really a defining moment, but I mean, I don't know how detailed you want me to get, but I had things in my personal life. Like I wanted to create content for myself, and I was making, like I said, a lot of commercials for other people, and I love knives. And I just wanted to do something that could join the two. So I just started making YouTube videos, I guess. That also after watching like a bunch of people make videos, I'm like, I could probably do that, you know?
Yeah. One thing I will say about you is I watched your very first video.
Yeah.
And my immediate response was, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Everyone's first video is garbage. Yours is goddamn brilliant.
Oh, I thought it was because I was like a jerk or something. It's like, did I come off that pompous, bro?
No, not at all. It was just very well done. And I was a hater. I was like, oh my God.
I watched my first video and I cringed because, like, you know, you learn as you go. And what's funny is I made like a year's worth of videos before I posted. And my wife was just like I swear, I would like just be like, this isn't good enough. And I'd start over. This isn't good enough. I'd start over. And I wish I just posted them, you know? And that was like on my old iPad. And then I broke my iPad and didn't recover them. And then, so I lost all this content that I should have posted. And my wife one day was like, you've been talking about this for a year, dude. Like, why don't you just post it? And that's my biggest advice to anybody that wants to start is just go and do it, because like you'll improve while you're doing it.
Yep.
And that's the biggest thing. And nobody's going to see you. Like, I guess in my life, nobody's going to see you unless you post. And in my head, I thought that like this huge crowd of people would come congratulate me. Congratulations on uploading number. And like, it was crickets, dude. It's been crickets. Like it takes a lot of work and a lot of time. And it takes like, I could just see it taking years to like, you know, achieve something on where people like will watch your stuff, you know, but it's a grind, I'd say. Dude, the one that broke me, I'd say it changed the way I started collecting knives, and it was the Chavez 229 because Redencion, because this year specifically, I really changed the knives I was collecting. Like I kind of, something clicked in my head about what I liked. And this grind for me is just, let's see. I love that compound grind. And also just like the quality is just amazing. And this, I just love like this iconic clip, and there's just so much cool stuff going on here, and it broke me, dude. Ever since then, I've just like am chasing the same quality and coolness in a knife. And yeah, buddy. Yeah, sick. That's sick. Which one's that? That's
the Liberation.
Liberation.
The special edition silver bullet.
Sick. Is that a chisel grind?
I'm not really sure. No, it's just a standard. But it is hand ground.
Yeah. I think
he did 50 of them that are hand ground with this like orange peel finish to it.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, and like I said, like Riat is just like I'm chasing everything Riat right now, like pinion eyes. Ooh, that's sick. What's that? Let me see that again. Very cool. Silver bullet. Yeah, I've heard of that, but I haven't seen that. I think my buddy has one. But then also like pinion eyes right now are sick. This is like the Laney's. Yeah. I just love, what's funny is I used to love coated blades, and I think that Lefty EDC said something similar, and then I fell in love with seeing the grind lines, so I like hardly get coated blades anymore if I have the option, just because the grind lines are just so sexy. I need to see them.
See, I'm a sweaty bastard, right? And they have stuff like H1 or else 200N that it's like supposed to be rust proof,
right?
Dude, I have fucked those steels.
No way. LC200N?
Corrosive ass sweat. Like, so while I love the same thing with like the crazy grind lines and everything else.
Is that a CKF?
Yeah, it's the Evo 2.0.
Sweet. Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
I really kind of have to have coated blades.
Really?
Otherwise, I'm just babying it constantly. Like, this knife will get sold probably pretty soon because I'm afraid to carry it. Because I'm like, I'm going to rust it. Like, as far as using it, I don't care. If it's damaged, I don't care. If it just gets all rusty, that I care about. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. And what was another one that, I started to get a thing for Russian knives lately. I got a Shaburkov the other day, the Streesh. This one's kind of like I don't know what the finish is called. I think it's like considered a satin, but I don't know, the simplicity. I'm starting to go for really simple knives now. I just love how like collecting like transitions through different phases. Woo!
Speaking of Russian,
is that what is
Shiro
that?
Quantum?
Yeah, that's a Quantum. Sick. Dude, how many knives are in your collection?
A lot.
Yeah, like you have a like.
There's a bunch of stuff I don't even post about or show anybody. So
right, exactly. You like because you have a lot of customs, right? You have like what, like 12?
I bought a few recently. So
I went up.
I think I'm 19 right now.
Yeah. Watch.
I have 3 I'm for sure going to sell, but I haven't sold them yet. So I'm at 19.
Yeah. How did you get it? Was it a slow transition? If you don't mind me asking you a question on your channel, but like, was it a slow transition, or did you just dive right into like getting customs?
So I didn't dive into getting customs. For me, all right. So long story short, right?
Yeah.
There was a freaking gas station switchblade. Like, we're talking like cheap ass M-Tex. I think I was like, I don't know. I'm bad with time frames. Yeah, so I'm going to say like 9. It could have been 13 for all I fucking know. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I get it.
It could be earlier than that. I'm horrible with time frames.
For sure.
But like, I saved up like my little allowance or whatever that I got, which is like $5 a week. And it was like a $50 blade because the gas station just robbed everybody. Yeah. Like, knowing what I know now, that was like a $5 switchblade. But like,
right.
They're selling for $50. And I obsessed over it. And I'm like, I want this. I kept saving up for it, mowing lawns, doing hell other different types of stuff.
Yeah.
And I got it, and I was so happy, and I brought it home, and it fell out of my pant pocket. And my dad saw it, and he flipped the fuck out, beat the hell out of my ass, and then took it. Well, then the next day, he goes, hey, if you want to carry a knife, it's actually good. And he handed me a $110.
Oh, snap. That's a good story.
Which, at the time, I'm like, I want the switchblade. Like, I'm a little ass kid. I wanted it to flick out and be cool.
Of course, though. All right, I get it.
But I carried that knife for years. And then I bought a Sebenza after that.
Yeah.
So I went from that to a Sebenza after a couple of years. But I only ever had that one knife. So that one knife actually got lost, right?
Yeah.
So I was with a bunch of friends of mine, right? And we're like, we bought a whole bunch of shrooms because we're idiots.
Oh man.
And I'm carrying it in my freaking my jacket pocket, right? But it's 3 ounces of shrooms. If you have any idea how much 3 ounces of shrooms is, like 3 ounces of weed, that's nothing crazy. 3 ounces of shrooms is like this. Like it's gigantic. Yeah. And I have I stuck it in my pocket, and there's like 90% of the bag hanging out.
Oh man.
Fucking cops look at me and goes, what am I? I'm like, oh, fuck. So anyways, they search my friends who they don't have anything on them or whatever. And I'm thinking, like, I'm about to get away with it. They don't see this giant ass thing of shrooms in my pockets.
Yeah, man. It's something you do not want to get
caught with. They say me for last. They pull it out. Oh, what do we have here? I was like, I don't know what that is. Just being dumb.
Yeah. And
they search me, and they pull out my dad's old Buck 110. And looks at the knife, hands it to his partner. He looks at him and tells me to go. I get the fuck out of here.
What?
Yeah, there's like enough shrooms to get my ass in a lot of trouble. Do some pretty serious time. Man. Yeah, mind you, I'm not like selling drugs or whatever. To be clear, that's never been like my MO. Yeah, I was gonna do those shrooms.
Yeah, man. Hey, man.
I was gonna fucking go to outer space. Sure. Like
that would have brought you there.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man.
So he tells me to go, right? And I'm like, Can I have my
Like
shrooms
shocked.
back?
You asked for your shrooms back, dude? What are you doing?
And the cop starts laughing, reaches in, grabs a handful, and I shove it on my shirt. And, thank you.
Where was this?
Stockton.
Were they real? Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. That's where I live now. So
yeah. Oh, I think it's not like Stockton, like in a different country. Like this is in California.
Okay, so in Stockton, our murder rate is ridiculous.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's kind of calmed down a lot recently, but like at that point in time, I think we were like the third month in the year already at 200 homicides.
Oh, geez.
For a small town, like it isn't like I live in like New York or some shit. Like Stockton has, I think, like 30,000 people, maybe probably less than that. I don't know. We're pretty packed in here. Yeah. So small shit, the cops don't care about. They'll take it from you. Like they'll write you a ticket fast as fuck. But as far as like arresting you, like our jails are filled with like legit murderers, gangsters, everything else. So you gotta do something really serious to actually go to jail.
Mm-hmm. I bet the jails are like really crowded too, right?
Yes.
Like, so that's probably an issue.
Especially in the summertime. It gets hot, everyone goes crazy.
For sure. Yeah, it's great.
And again, sorry, BakPak B's mom. We talked about prison pockets, anal shanks,
Ma, you still here?
Shanks, prison food.
I did give her a heads up, but like it's a late night show. That's funny.
But yeah, so anyways, like at the time, I was happy. Right? Okay, I still got some shrooms.
All right.
It wasn't until years later when I actually kind of like I got sober, I stopped fucking around so much, and I understood like what that meant to me. Like to this day, you'll never see me with another buck 110.
Yeah,
I see that knife and I want to fucking cry.
Yeah, dude, I get it.
So I have all these crazy ass knives. The little, I think it was like a $40 knife at the time, maybe $50 knife tops.
Right.
I will never buy. It's for me, it's out of my price point because it costs more than just money. Like,
yeah, of course.
I'm not ready for that.
For sure. Yeah.
So that's kind of how I started. And then after that, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just buy the fanciest thing possible just to kind of get over it. And I bought a Sabenza, which I hated. So like, yeah.
An interesting turning point for me was like when I started to understand what like the cheap gas station stuff was, and like because back in the day I used to I couldn't wait to get up to like my lake house area, like my parents' lake house, to get to this knife case that had all these like $5 pieces of junk, and I thought they were the best. And then I put one in my pocket and I took it out of my pocket, and the blade was snapped in half. I didn't do anything with it. It snapped in half in like my pocket. And ever since then I was like, there has to be something better out there than that. And then I found it through YouTube, and then now explaining. Like, there's some people in my life that like they know I'm into knives. They'll come to me and they'll send me some pictures of some pieces of crap, and I'm like, no, you don't want that. You want like trying to get other people to understand that like what quality is out there, because there's a ton, and it's a great time to be into knives. It's like it brings me back to when I didn't even know. I'll never forget that knife falling apart in my pocket. That really bothered me because I was like so excited about it. And now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure it was like it was like a ripoff of, it wasn't a clone, but it looked like inspired by one of those good knives out there. You know what I mean?
Probably.
For sure. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because like I've had friends who are into knives for a long time, but they're not into knives the way we are. Like they're into like, I think the highest end probably is like a SOG, like the older SOGs.
Yeah, older SOGs are. SOG is coming back like, a little bit. Terminus.
I don't know, man. Like for me, like I bought a SOG Fat Cat, which is $4 knife, right? It's their premium one. That knife was garbage.
Is that an older one?
Yeah, not super old. I mean, it didn't have a pocket clip. It had like rubber and steel scale. You can probably look it up. It's just called a SOG Fat Cat. It's like a 4-inch blade, 4.5-inch blade. It's a big knife. Looks really cool. I will say, like their axis lock thing, which they used prior to Benchmade's patent even expiring. So I don't know how they got away with that, but whatever.
Right. The Terminus XR came out with it like too early, right?
Super, super smooth. But that was the only good thing about that knife. There was up and down blade play, side to side blade play. The heat treat was fucked off. Like,
all right. Yeah, the Cairo, they do like that Cairo heat treat that I don't even know what that like if they do what they do to it. Like I don't know. They like name the way they name their knives is confusing because I think they try to make it sound cooler than it actually is.
A little bit.
Little branding tricks.
All right, so go in the comments. You need some Vanex Super Clean in your life, LOL. I have rusted that. The only steel I have not rusted is Terravantium because it's not steel. It's literally it's a dendritic cobalt mixture or whatever. So that has no steel in it, so you can't rust it. So I've not rusted that. But I've had a quiet carry and I've rusted it. It wasn't bad. It was little bits of spotty. It wasn't anything crazy. But
that's wild.
Yeah. I'm a sweaty fuck.
Dude, I sweat too, man, and I haven't done that. That's wild.
I don't know what it is. My sweat is just super acidic or some shit. I'm not really sure.
That CKF Evo is that grail. Yeah, it's a sick knife.
Yeah, very good knife.
Yeah,
I did not like the Evo 1.0. Like the bigger version of. Normally, I like bigger knives.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna love this. They have so much weird contouring on the scales to where it'll fit one person's hand great, but nobody else's hand at all. And for me, I wasn't the one great person. It felt like crap in my hands. Thoughts in Magna Cut. I don't know what that is. I could lie about it and make a convincing story, but I got no idea.
Is that a spider cut steel, or one that they use a lot, or am I off on that? I don't know anything about it either, but I've heard about it.
Ovan sounds good. Overdeep command. I'm taking a wait and see. Yeah, I see. I'm gonna try making it with one so it's more widely available. Okay, a lot of these are just people talking to each other.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was a good knife, man.
Buck 110 is a sick knife.
And I was very hard on that knife because I didn't know what a good knife was or how to take care of a knife. So I freaking tried to destroy it, I think, basically, and it held up.
Yeah. I had the lightweight 110, but I gave it to my dad. It was not for me.
The Benchmade Freak is definitely a good knife. Let me see if I can find mine real quick.
I don't have a Freak. I've thought about it many a time. Is that M4?
That's my Freak.
Is that an M4 steel?
Yep.
Yeah. Do you want? I just got I guess it was last month. I got a Benchmade Anthem finally. Let's see this guy, and I'm in love with this thing.
Yeah, that's a great knife.
Yeah.
Some of the quality control is really spotty on that one, so you're either going to get a great one or kind of a dumpster dive.
Yeah.
But if you get a good one, that is a fantastic knife.
Yeah, I got to handle it before I got it. It was great.
And then sold, then rebought that knife 7 or 8 times.
Really?
Because I always miss it.
You've done that with the Neutron too, haven't you? Haven't you gone through a bunch of Neutrons? I'm not a stalker. I just watch your videos, bro. I just watch your videos, so I know. I got a Neutron, and then I had them this year. I like them; they're cool. Had some centering issues. I get some centering issues. That's probably the biggest problem I run into on knives is I need to see it dead center. And when I went to try to get, I think it was my Atom. The Atom's the smaller one, or the Neutron? No, the Neutron is the smaller one.
Yeah.
And I try to get it centered, and they said to do something where you tighten the pivot and twist it. It's on their website, dude. That's what it says. I'm like, that's a wild thing to tell somebody to do, to twist your knife to fix it the centering. I don't really want to do that, especially with something so thin.
Yeah, that sounds like a Strider.
I never got to experience a Strider before.
Striders are I like Striders, to be clear. I'm not knocking Strider. I like Striders, but if you get a bad Strider, and they're definitely out there, they'll be take it apart and put one screw back at a time, corner turn that, turn it around, put it in a vise, press it, twist it, and then screw the other screw in. They just do ridiculous ass shit. I'm at that point in time, I'm just gonna buy another knife. I'm no, this is garbage. I'm gonna send
especially when it's an expensive knife. You shouldn't have to do that, at all.
That's why I have 3 Striders, and they're ones that I went through a whole bunch of lemons to get. These ones are perfect. They're not going anywhere. I love them.
I didn't realize that for a long time that Strider stopped making knives, right? Didn't he stop making knives?
He still makes custom knives.
He makes custom, but he's done his production knives. Is that what it is? Yeah. I didn't realize for the longest time that he wasn't doing that anymore, because I would always see those ProTech ones that they're still putting out. But it's hard to get the other Striders that he used to make for his production runs, right?
Yeah, the price tag on those is going kind of crazy right now.
Right, it's like aftermarket stuff that you have to get. Yeah.
By the way, so we're on an hour and 14 minutes right now. I can talk pretty much all day. It's a problem. Do you have a life you need to get back to, sir? Like,
I mean, my kid eventually. So like, I don't know what time is it right now. Time's flying, dude. I got like another 30 minutes though.
Okay. Like that. Yeah, for me it's 6:14.
No, yeah.
So for you, like 9.
Yeah, it's like 9:14 exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Did something right.
Yeah, way to go. Coast
the
coast
Super Freak is like a really good knife, especially in micarta. Like, I liked it the way it was. Then I got it in micarta, and I was like, "This is never being sold." Like, this is, yeah.
I definitely like the looks of that one. That's been on my list for a little bit.
I don't even know where you get these scales from because I haven't seen any aftermarket scales or Super Freak at all, which is kind of crazy.
Those are aftermarket scales.
It's a pretty popular knife. But, like, it changes the ergonomics. It adds a little bit of contouring. Like, it just feels better in the hand.
Are those micarta?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I've never seen it. I've only seen, like, the ones that Benchmade makes. You're right. I wonder who did that. It's very
Same
cool.
thing. I bought it off of a knife swap.
Yeah. I had another knife that surprised me. When I was on my React kick, I picked up the Birch Tree Knife Works Secant. You know this knife? Whoops. This guy.
It looks familiar, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's sick, dude. It was just like a random knife that I picked up because it was Ria, and I ended up liking it a lot. Interesting blade profile, and I think it's a hollow grind. Yeah, it's got a sick hollow grind, really thin behind the edge.
Awesome.
It's good stuff.
Wait, so the Super Freak has been discontinued? Dude, what is up
really?
with Benchmade discontinuing?
Dude, what are they doing?
Like really good knives. Like,
they're like discontinuing their best knives. Like,
yeah, the Anthem is a great knife. Like, again, it has some issues occasionally,
right?
But for the most part, like, it's awesome. The Super Freak sold super well. Like, why would they? I don't understand that.
I assume they stopped making the Anthem just because of it being an integral and it was probably really hard to make. But that's like, why not still make it? Like, and just charge more? Like, not more, but like keep the price high. Like, it's a sick knife, and especially that because it's got the axis lock, but it's got that different type of spring in it, right? It's got like a mega spring or whatever it's called, or maybe it's. I love the feel of it.
It's thicker and stronger.
Yeah, I dig it a lot. So luckily, my boy picked up 2 of them, and I was able to talk him into selling me this one.
Yeah, I got an Anthem pretty recently. I gave to a friend of mine for $260.
Stop it! That's a steal, dude. That's crazy. That's a great deal.
That shit was so fast. Like, that knife it popped up on a knife swap, and I was the first by like half a second, man. But there was like 30 YOLOs immediately after. There was just a long ass line.
Oh, it's too funny, dude. Well, good for
like,
you.
I got a 40-second like.
I always forget the name of this Benchmade, but speaking of knives that mean a lot to you, this one, my groomsman, when I got married, gave this one to me. Do you know what this one's called? I always thought it was the Osborne, but I don't think it is.
No, the Osborne is.
It's an Osborne design, but it's something different. Anybody know what this is called?
Isn't that the Onslaught?
I have no idea. That's the thing. Like, yeah, that's that. Okay. This one's like an automatic aluminum handle, and I always forget the name. I've found the name out a couple times, but it's got like my wedding date on it right here. This one's always going to be in the collection. It's aluminum handles, and it's spring assisted, but I dig it. It's a cool one.
Okay. Yeah, for me, it needs to be either like a full-on auto or just a manual. Like,
I'm not a fan of that. Of it being assisted. Not a fan of this.
It feels weird.
But just because of like my boys getting it for me, it means a lot. But like, if I had the choice, I would not have it to be assist at all. I can't do assisted. Like, yeah, dude, you are right. You got such a good deal on that.
I didn't negotiate at all. That's what he sold it for. And I was
did you have that little shank with you and you got him to bring the price down? Is that what happened? That's such a good deal, man. Have you tried out that tactile turn rock wall yet?
I have not, no.
Yeah, I got it in. It's interesting. I'm gonna review it, but have some thoughts. Emissary, thank you, dude. Thank you. That's what it's called. I always forget what it's called.
So Strider does drops via an OEM. I heard something about Tor doing them. That might be a lie, though. I'm not really sure. And then they also had they had some freaking Chinese factory doing them for a little bit there, which they didn't want anybody to know about because they're like America made, but like
really
some of them weren't.
So they're production knives. So it's not like not.
So they were custom for a while there. Like Nick Schreider just basically made a whole bunch of them. And then they've been OEMs for a while now, and they kind of like they come and go. Right. And they also change OEMs a lot. Some of the OEMs are really good. Some of them are horrible, and you just never really know. So,
have you had a Tor knife before? I saw those 4 Tor knives at Blade Show through something, and they look pretty dope, dude.
I have the Tor Serpent, the Field 2.0, and then one of the folders. I forgot what it was though.
Yeah, so they were they do fixed blades, right? Like they did fixed blades, and now they're going to the folders. That's what's going on.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of their folders, to be honest. I bought one thinking it was bigger. It was like a super baby ass knife. Yeah, and then I had 2 friends of mine that also had a couple of them that I tried, and like I know Lefty had gotten one or something. And he wasn't for him either. Looks like they have a similar clip to like a what's it called, like to a Chris Reeve. The clips look similar, and the finish kind of looks similar. It reminds me a little bit of that. I don't know. So, it's actually in my girl's purse right now, but it's a Wee Isham. It's like one of the smaller ones though. It isn't like super crazy, but she has that in her purse because she loves that knife. And I had a Kaiser Soze, which is still makes me laugh that they named it that. Which is a Elijah Isham design. This
is the Eon to Isham design. It's a BRS knife. It's an integral. It's actually probably my favorite BRS knife by a mile. I just love this design. It's super simple. But you would think you could middle flick this with this thing. It is like stuck in there. You can't. It's only a flipper. But this is my only. I have some of the Civivi Ishams too. I love Isham's designs though. I've given away some of his. I gave away like the McKenna, that front flipper from Civivi.
Yep. Yeah, yep. I had one of those in brass. Too small. Yeah, really cool looking knife, especially in brass, but it's very small.
Very small. You're right. It was. If it was bigger, I would have loved that thing. But yeah, that was my issue with it too.
Blade Banter, what's up, brother?
What's up, dude? Seems Taurus. Yeah. I think it's promising what they're doing though, because they looked pretty interesting when I saw them. At least the designs were cool. But it's cool that it's a USA made company making some folders. Yeah,
where the fuck is Knives Fast at? God damn it, Casey. He's probably already in bed.
Hey man, this is late for me. We had our kid, I've been going to bed so early, but I've been getting up early too, so it's switched off.
Wait, did Aisha make knives for a Hogue?
Did he really?
I have no idea. I didn't hear about that at all. Hogue actually makes good knives.
Dude,
their factory isn't too far from my house. I've been over there a couple times.
Yeah, man. I have the Deca and I have the Doug Ritter one though. The Griptilian equivalent or whatever it's called.
Yep.
Sick knives, really well made actually. I like them a lot.
I have 2 of their autos. One is Smoky Mountain Knife Works, like Spartan exclusive. It's actually pretty dumb. I hate that knife. It was really cool in pictures. Got it in hand. I was like, "Fuck this knife!" Like, it's just so busy, dude. There's so much extra stuff going on to them.
Yeah,
this is dumb.
I wonder which ones that Isham designed. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, then I have one of their fixed blades, and I have a EX AO1. And God, what's that called? Whatever. One of their like plastic ones. The
oh right.
God, the one that has an axis lock type of thing onto it. They call it the Able Lock.
Yeah, it's not
baby knife.
It's not the Deca.
There you go. There you go. Okay.
Feels like that's actually like a small. Yeah, it does. It's weird, but it's like a good pool short knife, except for I don't know what the steel is, but like weight wise, I dig it for gym shorts.
Did he really do that though?
Really?
So the micro flip, I can kind of see that, but the EX, that's really tame for Isham.
Yeah, that dude dreams like in full color. His designs are so wild. Oh man, it's funny.
I mean, I like Tor's. I think Tor makes good fixed blades. Folders for me, far kind of a miss, but I wish him luck.
Exactly. There's always room for improvement, especially like your first run in it. Like I think I was talking about the Rockwall before, the tactile knife company. Great, like first go at a knife, but like when you're messing with knives where people have like a system set down, it's hard to really get it right the first time. It's rare, I think. So I do think that from looking at them, I haven't even felt them. It's a really good first venture into folders. You know, the designs at least are doing something good there. I'm definitely going to check them out still because I have not felt one.
Yeah, I actually got a bug out customized from a dude named Bolts and Bites on a Knife Swap.
It's a good name.
Super contoured, like kind of like carbon fiber. What the hell? Super contoured copper scales with the 20 CV black blade. That's like ground thinner. So like my bug out's awesome. I have to have a lanyard on. It's too small to fit my hands without a lanyard. But like, I mean, it cuts really well.
I don't have a bug out.
That's another one my girl always steals.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one knife that I just could never get myself to pull the trigger on. I don't know. It's popular though.
Dude, she steals that and the freaking the Civivi button lock, like the Elementum button lock. I hate that knife, right? But she has hella friends that don't like knives, and I have other guy friends that don't like knives.
Right.
And they all love that knife. So I think that like for us, that knife is bad. But for people that aren't into the hobby, that knife is like fantastic because I don't know anybody that's not into the hobby that does not love that knife.
I actually liked it better than the original one, the original Elementum. I for some reason the extra length did it for me. But I mean, it's a Civivi. It feels like I'm not bad mouthing Civivi. It just feels like a Civivi. You know, chilling, dude.
What was on the list in January? I missed something again. Don't buy a bug out, bro. It's crap.
You know what?
Mine's modded. Stock, I agree with you. You know what, like mine.
If I was to do one, I would have gotten like I saw like those what is it called? The Flytanium scaled ones. I couldn't do the non-titanium scales on that because I'd feel like it would I've seen like people show that it has some give to it, and I hate that. I need like
it has a lot of give to it.
Yeah, I can't have give in my knife unless it's meant to be there.
Yeah, I will say Grivery or CF Elite.
Yeah,
like it'll flex, but like it's not really gonna snap.
Yeah,
but like I have a buddy of mine who's like a big ass bodybuilder, right? And my bro, trying to break this knife, and he's like, he literally grabbed it and he twisted all the way like that, and then snap. Yeah, but still, I was like, oh my god, like
he did that to a bug out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
It's slightly bent now. It's like it's not really okay.
Yeah.
But it didn't break. Like
yeah.
This dude's a monster. So like the average person, I don't think could actually do that. Like
all right. Yeah, for sure, dude. That's extreme. But yeah, I do think it has too much give for my liking from what I could tell.
Yeah, one thing about the bug out though is they have these things called like critter scales everyone's obsessed with. I've had two friends that got a bug out, got critter scales, and they're like, Kyle, help me out. And we're like literally like manually drilling holes in because they're like off center just a little bit.
No way.
Yeah. And it's happened twice. I don't even know two people that have those scales, to be clear. And both of them had the same exact problem where we had to like countersink other pieces of the scales in because the hardware line was not matching up.
Oh, that stinks. Yeah. I
will say though they're really pretty. Like they're good looking scales.
Yeah, and I think the bug out's a good looking simple knife too. I just would like the copper one you're talking about sounds dope.
Zella Bolt. I don't know how you say your name. Z. Thank you, sir. That's COVID, coof, pandemic, liberal, fucking
liberal,
Trump, Biden. I don't know. What are some other trigger words? Death grip, knife, stab, throat, hug. Like,
oh man. So original freak.
The original freak and the mini freak to me look super, super ugly. I hate the scales, but the super freak was actually really cool looking.
Yeah, definitely. Death Grip. I don't know if I've ever seen those scales. I'll have to check them out.
Yeah, Death Grip sounds familiar. Are those like one of the tie scales, micarta scales?
I'll tell you one thing.
I don't know why I'm asking questions. I have a phone right here. I'm being a lazy bastard.
I'll tell you one thing. Death Grip is a dope name for somebody that does scales. That's an awesome name. Way to go.
Yeah, there's a guy on Instagram that it's doot scales, which stands for Death of All Things.
Yeah.
Kind of badass too.
Yeah, very cool.
Okay, I typed in Death Grip scales and I got a monster truck, so like I'm pretty sure that's not right.
That's the name of a monster truck?
I don't know. Just pop up a picture of a monster
All
truck.
I know is there's one called like Tombstone too.
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger, that's it. No, not Tombstone. Tombstone's a move in the WWE.
I'm not going to say racist terms. That's a kind of a line for me. Like racist,
yeah, that's a line, dude. Definitely a line.
I'm not doing that one.
I think it means just saying racist in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check them out.
Wait, same guy. So he drives monster trucks for a living and then does scales.
That dude's a badass. Yeah, absolutely. Any knives that you're really looking forward to coming out soon, dude?
Not really, no. Things for me have been pretty dead lately.
Aren't you like on the short list for like what's that German guy that makes sick knives? Messier or something? Midgard's Messier. He made you.
Oh yeah, Midgard's Messer.
Yeah, Messier.
I
that's a hockey player.
One. Yeah, he has one called Valhalla. That is it like is basically a folding fixed blade.
Yeah.
Ow, just stabbed myself. That was dumb. So like it'll deploy, and then this whole thing like separates to be like much longer. So he's like fitting like a 7-inch blade and like a 4-inch handle.
Wow, that's crazy.
Why would you need that? I don't know, but I want to buy one because it's just awesome to me.
Well, I didn't know about that dude until you posted something about one of his knives, and then like he makes crazy knives. Like,
yes.
In terms of overbuiltness, it's great. Yeah.
I have his full size Viking and CPM 3V, a mini Viking and CPM 3V, and then 2 fixed blades, a Bombard, and
right. Didn't Concept OEM that?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Concept making some cool stuff, man. In my opinion,
for sure.
Making some high quality. I got the Convict, dope knife. That's one we're talking about, like ones that surprised me. I just got that on a whim, but that thing feels way more. It feels like a way more expensive knife. It's great.
Yes, I have heard of this. My nerdy ass watched this show. When they canceled it, I was pissed.
Isn't Chris Rose the announcer for that?
I have no idea. But then they brought it back, and I was like, yes. And it made like 6 episodes, and they died again. I was like, fuck.
There's a YouTuber that I follow that bought a BattleBot, and he just drives it around and messes with stuff. It's like what he does on his channel. That's the coolest idea ever.
It's badass.
And those things are serious, dude. Like he rips apart stuff, like huge things with it. They're strong. Like they have like actual crazy pistons and stuff in it. That's a really cool show. Especially when they have like saws and they cut other things in half. It's dope.
My favorite one is the one that had like a flamethrower.
Yeah,
but it's going against a robot, so it did nothing. It's just like
they're hoping to melt the wires underneath or something. I don't know what they're trying to do, but
and then this is all metal. The one to beat the flamethrower is just a regular ass like it's kind of like a dustpan.
Yeah, with the one blade in the middle.
I'm gonna flip over and it destroyed it.
Yeah, there's the one really low to the ground kills everybody because it like flips them on its back and then it's funny. I don't know why I know the announcer of that show, but I do. Yep.
I mean, to be fair, I'm always wearing pagan shit, so.
Yeah, That triangle thing is your jam, huh?
Yep.
What does that mean again? There's a meaning to that.
The Vulcan knot?
Yeah.
So it's basically the knot of the slain. The Vulcan literally means knot of the slain. But it's primarily associated with Odin, which is kind of like my sort of, I guess, deity patron, I guess you can call it.
Okay.
It's just who I identify with the most.
Nice.
So he doesn't really have too many symbols that are directly for him. Like he has his own rune, right? But his rune is just a blank rune. So like, just wear a square, wear like a rectangle around your neck.
Right.
Good. Like, hey, bro, why are you wearing a Lego on your neck? It's for Odin. Oh, no, I think it's a Lego.
Hey, Legos are cool at least.
That's true. What's up, Quack?
Yo.
Quack? Oh, nice there, name.
Guac. How's it going? Guacamole. Spartan Harzy. I've always wanted to try out the Spartan Harzy. Haven't done it yet, though.
I have one if you want to try it out. I got a Strider 0.75 AR too if you want to try it out.
I would love to, actually. That'd be great.
Just got to remind me. I will totally forget.
Yeah. What's Strider? There's a Strider that I've seen that Medford is making. What is that one?
That is the one he's talking about. The Strider 0.75 AR.
Okay, so it is that one, yeah. It's an interesting looking knife. That thing is pretty big, right? No? Totally wrong. All right. Way off. It's a small one.
I mean, it's probably like an average size for just a regular carry, but like as far as like the knives I carry, it's pretty small.
Yeah. It looks beefy to me. Maybe it's not big, but it looks like thick, or maybe I'm wrong and I'm thinking the wrong thing.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Medford. They don't really make small stuff for the most part.
Yeah, that's another knife that I have not tried out yet. Like I'm slowly working my way through like the USA makers that are like, but you know, like I got the Hinderer this year and I got the Chris Reeves. I don't know what's going to be next. Any recommendations?
Yeah, honestly. What are you allowed to carry, and do you care if it's illegal or not? I
don't care at all. I'm sorry, but I don't. I'll carry.
So I just sold this, and it was gone for 3 days before I went out and searched and bought a new one for like 3 times what I sold it for.
What is that?
It is the Microtech Halo 6.
Dude, you're showing some snappy knives today.
I love this freaking knife, dude.
Dude, that blade
is the knife that broke you, man. When I first got this thing, I deployed it, and I was like, oh, boy.
Right. I love it. Yeah. You know what? I got to admit, I've never tried it out the front, ever. I've kind of been in my lane of normal folders. Those things look sick. Especially, I like the ones that you have to reload yourselves, you know?
Yeah, it's like an AR slide.
Yeah, that's crazy. And now, is there like some type of like what does it say on that slide? Is there any like marks on it? Because I've seen ones before that. Yeah, dude, that's cool. Little details like that get me going. Yeah, very cool. Well, that's a good recommendation. How much are those? Are those expensive? I bet they are, right?
So when this came out, it was like $700, right?
Okay.
The safety version of it is discontinued. And the regular version, you have to press the button so damn hard that for me, the action just sucks.
Yeah.
The safety, you literally just slide this piece down just a little bit.
Right.
And then it's like a hair trigger.
Dude, that's crazy.
So it just feels way better to me. I sold this I sold one for, I think it was like $1,100, something like that. A lot of money, right?
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, I'm fine with that. That's definitely enough money. I don't mind. Like, you know, it's a crazy offer. I'm satisfied. Immediately, I was like, I missed my knife.
Yeah. Is that one of the ones you like to mess around with the most? Is there like one knife that you have on you the most?
For the most part, stuff like this, yeah.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of money doing this one.
Yeah, dude. I get it. Yeah, that thing's cool though. Like it, I see why you like it so much.
I found someone that did not want to sell it, and I made him sell it for like some stupid ass money. The guy's probably this guy's crazy. I'm gonna just go.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta hunt them down, right?
But yeah, some Medfords. I'm not a huge fan of most Medfords, to be clear. The .6, the .26 AR, wrong one. The .26 Marauder is a fantastic knife. The Fat Daddy is a fantastic knife. The Infraction is a fantastic knife.
Yeah.
Most of his stuff, though, I'm not a huge fan of, but those I highly recommend. You mentioned having a Chebikov knife. Have you ever tried his Bear model?
No, but I love this the Streech that I got, the small Streech.
Yeah, I have a custom version of it or whatever in a S60V steel with a proprietary heat treat.
What the heck is that? That sounds dope.
Yeah. I bought it. I was like, okay, cool.
Right. Oh, that's so super cool. Yeah, dude, I can't say enough good things about the Shabarikov that I got. Love it. My buddy really got into knives over the past 2 years, but he flew by me in terms of like the amount of that he was putting into his knife collection. Like he went right into like the higher end stuff. He's got like some Holtz and stuff, but it really made me like kind of step it up what I was collecting, just because like it opened my eyes to what's out there even more. I know there's always higher levels. There's always going to be, but I love this knife. It's one that was one of the ones I picked up because of him, and I'm glad I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's talking about the spring on this thing is strong enough to go through a water bottle. It like blowed through a hot dog. It blowed through like a pack of sausage, some other shit. Like,
that's sick. Did you do that?
Yeah.
Oh,
like this thing. If I did this and deployed it,
right,
like, it'd be bad. I'm not gonna do it. Like I'm scared.
That's not.
It'd definitely be bad.
Yeah, man. I want you to stay in one piece, bro. Oh, that's funny. That's a good video. I gotta have. Is that still up somewhere? I can watch that.
Yeah. It's testing the Microtech Halo 6 spring strength.
Yeah, because like a lot of those out the fronts, they don't have a strength like that, right? Like you could put your hand in front of some of them and they'll stop.
So that's actually a safety mechanism,
right?
So like you put a piece of paper on top of it or whatever, and then do this. Yeah. So I've actually deployed those into my leg before. Not because it deployed in my pocket. I'm just an idiot when I wanted to see how bad it would hurt.
Yeah.
It goes in about that far. It sucks. I don't recommend it, but it could be a lot worse.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Yeah, this has no safety. That just
yeah, dude. That just seems like it would destroy a lot of stuff.
It's bad.
Yeah. I mean, and that blade, it's wicked looking. Like sometimes details like that might not look as cool, but that is just, they nailed it. They made it look so cool. Like the grind is sick.
It's the bronzed out Hellhound blade.
Wow, I dig it a lot. Very cool. And it's got a good sound when you reload it too.
Yeah, it literally feels like a gun. Like,
yeah, exactly. Very cool.
Yeah, so Doomslayer, I had to have two things. I had to have the safety, and I had to have the freaking Hellhound. So like I did just very, very specific. They didn't make very many of them. They sold out pretty fast. Most people that have them keep them. So
yeah.
Marcos, thanks. If it was, I have no idea. I know mine says S60V on the actual blade itself.
That alone is cool enough for me to want to buy it. Like, that's just interesting.
I gave the Hydra to a friend of mine. He loved that knife, and he had a couple pretty bad months or whatever, so I gave it to him. Made him happy.
Damn, dude, that's cool. Where'd you go?
Is somebody drag racing? Is that on BakPak B's video or mine?
Yeah, I live right next to a highway
around my house right now, so like
if it's coming from my end, it could be, because like every so often there's a big highway right next to where I live, and every so often somebody on a motorbike goes flying by. It's like my kid's gotten so used to it, doesn't even bother him anymore, but it's loud, dude. I mean,
yeah, see, for me, you'll just hear fighting.
Yeah.
So behind my house is a methadone clinic.
Oh, snap.
Like literally.
Yeah. I used to live near one in New York.
There's like homeless people camped outside my house and shit like that. My girl's
like just leaning,
walking her car,
just doing the knob.
So like you'll just hear some crazy shit sometimes.
Yeah. When I went to art school in the city, and I was right next to a methadone clinic, and it was crazy.
Oh yeah, you and your fancy ass headphones, sir, bougie bastard.
Oh, that's sick.
What's I gonna say? I had a thought in my head, and whew.
Happens.
So what is your next video going to be about, man?
I'm finishing up the Damn Design Cerberus review, and then I have the Rock Wall review. It's a sick knife. I had some like certain thing, like I had an issue with mine, but they took care of it. Very, very cool knife. And then what else? Yeah, I'm actually, I've always tried to do knives that, other videos that weren't about knives, but I always end up just doing knives, and I like have other interests as well. Like tech and stuff. And I eventually do want to somehow work it in, but I don't know how I'm going to do it because I want to stay true to like the knife stuff too. But I have a lot of like just knife stuff on deck. What was the other one that? Yeah, the Rockwell is a cool video. And then the next Behind the Edge, which I've been working on forever, because Behind the Edge is like more long form ones, is for Revo, and that one's got a couple like knives they sent me in it, and it's cool. So just like knife stuff still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do like little like graphs where like the knife like digitizes the knife and it opens up. I'm always like, how the fuck did you do this?
Yeah, that's the specialty stuff that I can't do on my phone. So that's stuff I actually have to sit at my computer and animate in After Effects. It's called. It's really like that's what I do professionally. So that's like the part that definitely takes like a lot of learning to do that. But once I do that part, like the rest is just editing in my phone. So I'll just send it from my computer to my phone. And I love doing like the graph stuff. So the Behind the Edge does like most of the graph stuff because like the animation takes so much longer than normal video making. So when that comes out, there's like a ton of cool animations. And I hope to do more of those in the future too, because it's literally my two loves. I love animating. It's like I luckily fell into like a love to do for work, but mixing it with knives makes it that much better because that's like my other love.
Man, remember my first idea for the channel intro?
Yeah, dude, that was tough to do because like I do motion graphics, not like you want to do like cell animation from what I remember, or like actual animation, which is like not.
Yeah, so
I wish I could do it.
Like my idea was to have like death metal playing in the background, and have like a little cute ass wolf like kind of walk up, and then morph in some like gigantic amorphous like kind of like thing style blob. Yeah. Kind of like when like he like in the movie The Thing when he like tries to shock the guy in the stomach or whatever, and his whole stomach opens up and eats his fucking hands, like some crazy shit like that.
Dude, we can totally do that, but it would be high. We'd also have to hire an animator to do it with us, like a normal animator. Like I'm a motion graphics animator. You know how like there's like so in animation there's so many different types. Because I think that idea is dope, dude. That's a sick idea. And it could be done really well. I actually know somebody that could do that. That she was like a, what is it called? It's just straight up animation, like frame by frame animation, and that would look sick in that style. Like the way they did Disney movies back in the day, where they drew it frame by frame. This girl could do that. It would look sick, dude.
How much is that going to cost me? Jesus.
It would definitely cost you some money. That's the thing. Like those take forever.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah. It's a cool idea, though.
Honestly, I really like the logo the way it is, and like everything for me turned out really well.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
So this is one of those things where like you're the professional, and I have these crazy ass ideas. You're like, calm down, dumbass, calm down.
Respectfully, calm down.
Check this out.
Yeah, but like I'm very used to the back and forth because like I do that every day of my life. To the point where sometimes I sound like a jerk when I try to give another idea because it's just like, and I try not to, but every day of my life is just making changes, which is fine. It's cool. I'll make changes.
So Doomslayer says, other than knives, do you collect anything else? Weird fucking figures?
I do. Yeah. I have so many collections of stupid things.
I go thrift store shop and you just buy weird looking
cool
things. Like
that's awesome.
Video games, I guess, but I'm not really going to do that as far as YouTube. Like that's like a hobby.
Yeah. what do I click? I clicked like true wireless headphones. I'm not even kidding. I have like every single one that like the iPad. I keep them over here actually. Get them. It's worth it.
You have a stack of true wireless headphones, and you got some ear pods in your ears.
Yeah, because like the delay on live is too bad on these. You know what I mean? But
okay.
I don't know when this started, but I just love trying every single wireless headphone. I'm crazy, dude. That and backpacks. I'm a knife channel that's called BakPak B because I love backpacks. Like that's another thing I want to talk about a lot because that's kind of EDC related, and I just have a thing for backpacks and being able to carry my knives in cool backpacks. You know. Anything cool, also, you know. Dude, Aki's a good brand, though. You know, I think it's a dope brand. But a new deck. Always wanted a big deck too, bro. You know what I mean? Man, flashlights. So, why did I forget that?
Speaking of flashlights, right? So this seemed like a good idea in my head, but I will never do this again because this was almost so fucking bad. So I traded for this Chris Reeve knife, right? I traded this. It was another fixed blade, and then this crazy ass Olight. That's I think it's 7,000 lumens, but it's like a focused blade, so it doesn't have any type of flood. Right. It's just like a really focused light, right?
It just throws it super.
And I was like, man, the next person that goes behind my ass with their brights on and just leaves it there, I'm gonna fucking flash them with this motherfucker. I did it, and nobody died, thankfully. But that car just went. Skr! I was like, "Oh, come sir!"
Dude, one of those super powerful ones. Yeah. Do you have a?
I can just imagine just the way he turned. It must have obscured everything. I felt like I was such a dick because because if someone has their brights on, it's bright. You can see it's irritating. Yeah. No. That thing is just
blinding,
blind your ass.
Hey, at least
that's the Jesus Christ light. Let there be light.
Do you collect flashlights as well, or you just have a couple?
I collect a bunch of random shit. I never really use it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's what collections are, right?
I always carry knives. I always use knives. Yeah. I have 30 fucking pens. I have 20 or 30 flashlights. Mm. The only one I really use is I have an Olight S2R Warrior, I think it is, or M2R Warrior. It's a big ass copper light. It's like a lightsaber. I'm a nerd, so I had to have it because of that.
Right.
And I use that all the time. But that's really just kind of about it. Besides this thing, I got the blind cards that I'm going to sell immediately because I am not an adult apparently, and I'm going to end up hurting somebody.
I just got a light called the brand is Fireflies, but it's it's the opposite of what you're describing of the light. It has an insane flood, but it doesn't throw it at all. Later, dude. But what it's really good for is video. That's why I got it. But so I've been using lights like flashlights to light some of my videos, which is pretty cool. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I never thought I'd use flashlights to light video, but you can if you find the right ones. And Fireflies makes a sick product. So I don't know if anybody's heard of that brand before. It's pretty cool. It's got auxiliary lights.
If I turn this light on right now,
yeah,
because it's kind of dark right now, right? Because the laptop or whatever was really just blurring out my entire face. It was super bright.
Yeah.
If I turned on that light, even though I'm in a dark ass room right now, it would just illuminate everything. You just shine it up, and you're just
completely blow it out.
That shit is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't think
I also had it on for 8 seconds, and it got super hot. This is not designed very well at all.
Isn't an Olight? Because when you use that torch mode in the Olights, they all get so hot.
Yep.
So hot.
Well, I mean, this one has a lens like this.
Oh, sick.
It's that long, or about that tall. Right. It's about that fat, and the lens is this gigantic, looking like a flower petal, or a flower bud or whatever.
Yeah, magnifies the light.
It's ridiculous.
Really cool.
The guy sent me pictures of it, right? I was like, oh, that isn't that bad. I got it in hand, and I was like, this thing is nuts.
Yeah, that's wild.
Nobody needs this.
excessive amounts of light.
Your avatar on YouTube? 'Cause all I see is ME.
Oh, it's made of knives. I got it. Super
Okay,
Freak
well,
and both versions of the Mini Freak.
That is really hard to see. I gotta be honest, like on my screen, it looks like you just straight took a shit and went M E. Like, I'm sure if it was bigger, I'd be able to notice it. Like on my screen right now, with it being pretty small, like
yeah. Use it my knife flashlight. Leatherman, dude. I'm with you on the Leatherman. I use my Leatherman more than anything in that I have. The which one have I been rocking? The Wave Plus. Do you rock a Leatherman? This is like my favorite tool ever.
I have a P4 somewhere.
Yeah, this Wave Plus. I have one of those like the free T somethings too, but I just love I never thought I would use this tool. What is this called? Pliers. Thank you. Jeez. Pliers so much, but I use it for everything. I never thought until I got it. I never knew I'd have so much need for it, but then now that it's here, I do.
Yeah, it comes in super handy, man.
Yeah, especially when you don't like. I don't have like a crazy amount of tools other than knives because like I'm in such a small space. I can't wait to move in. Like I'm gonna create a huge studio in my house once I get it. Come October. October is the month.
So I've not seen the Phoenix. By the way, is this creosote or Cerakote? I never know how to say this fucking name.
Isn't it Cerakote?
Cerakote?
Yeah,
okay.
I think so.
Zombie Spider Edition is dope. Have you guys seen it yet? I have not. Sounds kind of cool though.
I love me a Phoenix knife. Is it Phoenix? Yeah, I've got the PD36R here. This thing's dope. Tried it out recently. Thing has got I like any flashlight that's got USB-C. It's I can't do the USB 2.0 or whatever it's called anymore. It's 2021, guys. USB-C all the way.
Pliers, hard word.
I know, dude, right? Yeah, I'm getting tired.
And these live streams, though, like, at least for me anyways, I'll have something in my head, and then I'll just all of a sudden look at the screen, or I'll look at the comment section. I'll just get distracted. And I'm just like, I just blank.
Dude, I was telling you, I did my first live stream for that Sal thing, and for the first 10 minutes, I like could not think. Yeah, man, Leathermans last forever. They're like such a good tool. What's funny is I used to use like Gerber tools before. I just like I don't do Gerber anymore, even though one of their fixed blades is dope. But
strong arm.
Yeah, strong arm. Yeah, that thing is a solid blade.
And it's got a great mine up for freaking years.
Yeah, dude, it's got a great sheath too. Talking about like it's got that you can mount it on any way. It's awesome. I actually mounted it on like a belt that I wear crossbody like a nerd. Thinking I'm all badass, but I'm not. Rambo.
Surprised you didn't mount it on your backpack, Mr. BakPak B.
Yeah, well, you'd be surprised what I can fit on my backpack. I've got so many different backpacks. Yeah, that's something I want to talk about. What is that one?
Do it. Oh,
that's cool.
Lion Steel, I think it is. Steel Will.
Steel
Will Gecko.
Gecko, that's a great knife. Steel Will makes some sick knives, dude. I stayed away from it for a while, but what is the one? The cut jack, but the large cut jack. I always had the small cut jack, but the large cut jack is sick. Even though it's FRN, I want to get it in. I know they have a version in G10 that I want to get because in M390 that's made in Italy, but I want to get that one because I love the FRN version. Gecko's dope too.
Jason Brown says, I heard race cars again.
Oh, man, my bad. That's definitely me. There's people definitely racing out there. The real star of the girl. Exactly, dude. I like my first. Before I got like my first Spyderco, I had the paraframe like everybody else, dude. Like I went to Dick's Sporting Goods and bought a paraframe. And then Kershaw, right? I went through so many there's all these Kershaw models at stores that don't even like have names, or they do, but you don't know what they are. I got like a million of those. And they're good until you like really catch the bug and need more.
Oh, God. Mike Bacola's in the house. He's like, man, you skipped my question. Well, here you go, fucker. Here's the StreamYard link. Come join and ask your question, dickhead. Love you, Mike. Oh, we got a backpack, brother.
That's what I'm talking about. That counts as a collection, right? Anything more than 2. DVD Lazy Nader backpack. It's my favorite. I haven't even heard of that. DVD shoe company? Lazy Nader backpack?
He's in a pod.
Yeah, I love this company. It's a camera company. It's called Peak Design. Has anybody heard of that? They make the sickest backpacks. They're so sick. But it's mostly for cameras and stuff. But I think it transitions well into like EDC stuff.
Also, Mike Picola, I'm scrolling all the way up, and I don't see anything from you, dude. I'm currently at 6:36 p.m. It's about a half hour down.
Yeah, I was like 6:36. You were been on the stream for. I forgot they were in different time zones.
Yeah,
it's like we didn't start.
I started at 5 o'clock, so
you been
You know you got that DVD backpack, sir.
I was like, bro, you're carrying around DVDs. Now. That's mad funny.
So, what is your favorite backpack?
The Peak Design. I have 2. I like Topo Designs. I have 3 favorite backpacks. So the travel bag by Peak Design is this big camera bag, and then I like the everyday carry bag from Peak Design. I'm a Peak Design guy, and then I'm a sling dude too. So I like Chrome Industries. They have this really dope sling bag. I forget exactly what it's called, but Chrome Industries is like a biking brand, but they make awesome bags. Anything that just I once bought like a Instagram. I fell for Instagram's promoting of a brand, and it was the worst. It was the worst product ever, dude. And like and it was expensive. It was like a $300 bag. I bought it, and within like a day, it fell apart. And ever since then, I'm just like, I'm gonna get good quality, and it's worth it. And these bags like can just like take so much torture, and they're fine, and they're just so well made. So I really highly recommend Peak Design. Check it out. But I mean, you got to kind of be into cameras. I think there's slings, you can use them for other stuff too, but it's like the most well made and thought out designs ever. I should probably do a review on their bags because I have them all. So
I've been using a Calvin Klein backpack that I got from Ross for $8 for the last like 4 years.
And it's been going strong, right? That's the thing. I found something similar where like a bag just stuck with me from forever. Like, do you know what's a really good bag brand too? Is Tom Bin. You ever heard of Tom Bin?
Nope.
I think it's a U.S. company. They make just stuff that don't break.
Okay. 1 second, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody can plug anything on my channel. I don't care. I don't play that gatekeeping shit. If you want to go, hey, subscribe to my channel, go for it. I'll pin your goddamn comment. I don't care. I want to help everybody out. So
that is I could vouch for that. Kyle's very generous with his vouching. I appreciate
that's something that drives me crazy though. People will like, hey, can you shout out my channel? No, I get too many of those a day.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude. Do it. I don't care if you got 1 subscriber. Like,
yeah. Teamwork making the dream work.
Absolutely, man. Community.
Yeah.
Mike Picola, I swear to God, are you calling me right now? No, that's the girlfriend. 1 second.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to run in like a couple minutes, Kyle. That's cool with you.
All right, brother.
Gotta help out with the baby boy.
How old is your son?
He is 11 months, baby.
Oh,
dude, yeah, he's adorable. Like, never thought I could love a dude so much, but I do. It's unbelievable. He's just the cutest kid ever, and he's right like around 8 months. His personality blossomed. He's got such a funny sense of humor. He's gonna have to learn the word no and what it means. But right now he's at that stage where he loves the word no, and he'll do whatever you say no to, just to spite you. It's like where humans are wired to be spiteful. It's so funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, can I just say, this guy needs a name change. Like, what's up, man? Follow D's Knives. Like, D's Knives. Like,
You should make that a thing.
You better be a funny ass channel, otherwise you change your name. Like,
welcome to check out D's Knives, dude. I dig it. I can get with it. That's cool.
And his name is Danny.
I'll check it out for sure.
That's not very nice. Dude, does SOG make backpacks?
They do. And where did I see a SOG backpack? At like Marshall's, you know, like I saw it at Marshall's randomly. I was like, is that a SOG backpack? Surprising.
No, I counter this. The ultimate nerd, man, is either the fucking knife steel nerd that like gets super into like the metallurgy part of it.
Yeah.
And or somebody hella into computers. So I have some friends of mine, man, that they love computers and they start talking and I swear to God it's in a different language. I'm like,
dude, I could definitely hang out with those guys. I love computers so much.
Definitely, Bill. Sub D's Knives.
Definitely gonna sub D's Knives after this for sure.
Doom Slayer, take care, sir.
What's up? What's up, dude? What's up, Bad Monkey?
Later, brother. Winchester, you mean all the disrespect, sir.
So disrespectful.
I forgot who I was talking to, but someone was saying they like build gaming rigs like for a living.
Yeah, it's actually.
I might need that. I started playing League of Legends again on this fucking Chromebook, and it's not cutting it.
Dude, building computers is actually like the most fun. I built my computer right before COVID happened, and I lucked out just because like prices for computer components went through the roof. But it was actually like the most fun thing to do ever, and it wasn't that hard. I just watched like a few videos. Yo, what's up, dude? How's it going? So just city flicking vids are cool.
So his name is D's Knives, and he has city flicking videos.
That's cool. I gotta find my phone so I can do this. Crap.
Mike Picola says, I can't, bro. I'm in a hotel with my gal, and the Wi-Fi is ass. You are in a hotel with your left hand because you already jerked off your right to carpal tunnel status. Who you lying, Mike? He's like, I gotta do it again.
It's my strong arm.
What is that from? Grab my strong hand.
It's my strong hand. Oh, that dude's hilarious.
Take care, sir.
Good night, guys. Simple Ninja backpack. Yeah, man. Yeah, I've definitely seen a SOG backpack before. I've never tried it, but SOG back in the day.
Look it up.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Ninja means going to be all blacked out and tactical looking.
Definitely. I remember the one that I saw in the store. It looked really tactical. But I love a good tactical bag, too.
Everybody, go check out Heavy Metal Spy. Metal Spy. Go check out Heavy Metal. With the Z-Bolon Stadler. I'm sorry.
Bro, I know exactly what you're talking about. Here. I know exactly what book you're talking about, and I was looking because a while ago, a bunch of people were like talking about it on their channels, but I kind of want to get into like the deep steel nerdiness. So that's like the main book right now to read up on it. I think it's like blue with like yellow print on the front, right? Sometimes you need to change things. Supposed to do that video ones. Yep, for sure.
Scenery right now is just darkness. I'm like a floating head. Later, Grumpy.
Later, dude. Yeah, I gotta head out too. Actually, did you see the hotel strong hand touching it?
Yeah, that's what I read. That's what I heard into it.
Oh, that's funny.
Man, I gotta be honest. I fucking hate SOG.
Do you?
They have not put out one thing that I think is even decent.
I gotta grab my SOG then. Hold on.
Fuck your SOG, Mr. B.
You don't
they like had that. They had the OTF right that has no blade play. I went and bought this $300-something OTF that has no blade play. That knife was garbage. That
you think this is garbage?
Sucked. Yes.
This is the Terminus XR. In the
it needs to be terminated.
I actually dig it's in my collection still because I dig it. But I think they've come out with a version since with like G10 handle scales. I don't really like the texturing on this, and everybody hates this clip, so they updated the clip and took that clip off. But since then, I randomly got a SOG at a Dick's Sporting Goods, and I do not like this one. I forget what this one's called, but it's like I don't know. Yeah, this Cairo D2 treatment they talk about. I don't know what that means. So yeah, not a fan of them. Yeah, the Terminus XR is a solid knife. I agree.
Like I always say, if you guys like it, that's awesome.
But it's not for me.
Me personally, that's a D's knives no.
Yeah, I dig it for sure.
And again, like the brand new one that came out that has like no blade play OTF. Like y'all talked it up that much, got it in the hand. Like this feels cheap as fuck.
It's a SOG knife you're talking about?
$300 knife back.
This is a SOG knife. Are you still talking about a SOG knife? Is an OTF from them?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They made an OTF that supposedly has no blade play. It's like $360. I bought it day one, and oh my god. I will say they sold out immediately, so I got my money back in full. So it could be a whole lot worse, but I got it. And I was like, this knife sucks.
And it's like, yeah, that's funny. I haven't heard of it at all. It's crazy. I'll have to check it out.
They were talking about it for a while because it was like their brand new OTF. They had no blade play, like the Grant Gavin Hog Deadlock.
Hate SOG knives. Love the SOG backpack. Well, I'm glad that we have another backpack lover in here because it's kind of, I think I have way more knives when I do backpacks, but I just feel similar love for backpacks. Something about them. And headphones. Weird.
I think I have 2 pairs of headphones.
Yeah.
I have the Sony WXMRs. Yeah. And then I have like an old Turtle Beach from like an original Xbox.
Oh, dude, those are gaming headsets for sure. That's sweet. Yeah, see, that's a good deal. Yeah, I did have another. I had the G10 Terminus, but I gave it away and kept this one instead. I should have kept that one, gave away this one because I don't like the carbon fiber.
Yes, thank you.
I just doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
It's called the doo-doo.
All right, by the way, I'm just going to keep on talking. I have impulse control issues. So if you need to go, just be like, all right, y'all, take care, bye.
Yeah, I got to head out. And I told my girl I'd be done at 10. It's past 10 here. But thank you so much for having me on. It was fun. For
sure, man. Everyone go subscribe to BakPak B. Another like 40 subs, I think it is. I'll be giving away that at PM2. Whenever you hit an additional 300 subs total from that giveaway or whatever, that's the third knife on the list.
Yeah, dude. I just want to say thank you so much, though. You like it's more that this is like the third time that you've done like this. Is super generous, and you didn't even know me before you did this. So like, I really appreciate it.
All good, man.
Awesome. All right, guys.
I
have a good night.
saw all the hard work you put into your videos, brother. So you deserve it.
I appreciate that.
Take care, sir.
All right, have a good one. Peace, guys. Later.
Later.
I have no idea how to turn this off. Later. Peace. Does that work?
Later never leaves.
Well, there you go.
You can't escape us, BakPak B. You can't escape us, motherfucker.
What is going on here?
All right, folks, what else we got here? I have more records than anything. Record collecting was my first addiction. I got quite a few of those as well. Those suck to move, man. They're all in little like plastic boxes that, dude, records are heavy. Records are heavy. El Toro Poo Poo. Later, BakPak B. More subs. Hell yeah. Kyle kicks a lot of ass for a ginger. LOL. If I need to. Later, BakPak B. I'm following you right now. Later, BakPak B. Probably should have done this before I was he left. Awesome live. Ha 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 ha. What's up? Not too much, sir. Just got done with a live with BakPak B, and I might hang out more. I'm not really sure. My girl's probably gonna be getting home pretty soon, though. Once she gets home, it's on. I'll get in trouble. She'll be like, "You're home all day by yourself, and now I get home and you can't fucking even give me a hug." To be fair, though, I love the hell out of that girl, so I don't mind at all. This knife review sound like a TV documentary. He really does, dude. His editing is freaking phenomenal. That guy is so talented. 300 now at about 10,000 before. I think 10,000 records. Fuck, dude. I used to run a movie company. I could just imagine like having you hiring us. I would look at that and be like, nope. Well, actually, I take that back. If you live downstairs, throw it on a dolly. Live upstairs, nope. I ain't doing it. Dude, we had this one tenant, right? Hers were all like books. She was a student. I think it was either like a law student or medical student or whatever. And she lived on the 5th floor, and she had nothing but these boxes of books. And each box is probably about that big. Nothing crazy, right? But they're each about 75 pounds, and there was probably 20,000 boxes. That truck was completely packed up. It was a 37-foot truck, and we packed it up, I think, like 4 times. Dude, by the end of the day, my calves were freaking dead. Like, it was absolutely insane. Also, the girlfriend's coming up the stairs right now, so I got to go, folks. I love you all. Please take care. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Please take care. And once again, bye-bye. I can't turn this off. Maybe.